Hello everyone! I think that might have been our best start so far, like the transition from the picture to the actual stream, like the introduction picture. Anyway, welcome to our dev stream. I'm Felix, aka Luxen, and with me on Skype is again Henne, aka Geflügel.
Man, you sounded so unenthusiastic about that. And with me is again.
Well, it's just like it's always you these days. It's like the plan was that Stefan is around today, but something came up, so it's again Henne. But Henne is great. I mean, that's why we got puns again probably, like more puns than usual. And nice to see you all again. And we will do a lot of game development again today. You also got a watcher perk question. Though I'm afraid we don't really got all that much stuff to show because we are currently in the phase where we got a lot of in progress stuff, which is, well, I can show you some of the puzzles that we prepared in for the next dungeon if you want to be spoiled. Um,
Very quiet. Is that so?
is that
I can't
so?
hear myself.
Let me. Okay, so there's people say that you're too quiet.
Yeah, I get it a lot.
Can you say something again?
No?
Wait. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. I didn't give Hannah any voice. I will fix this any second. Yes, you know, I knew this will happen. Like, since we do this thing with the intro, I have to do a lot of complicated sound settings. So now you should hear Hannah. You
No,
can say some.
you can't because I'm a vampire.
Okay, what? Oh, come on.
And vampires I will, have like
They're not
not
recorded.
getting healed superpowers. I don't know.
It's like mirrors, only with
It's
audio.
like mirrors.
Yeah, anyway, so you should hear Hannah now. Sorry for that. So again, with me on Skype is Hannah, aka Geflügel.
That reminds me. I mean, I think vampires would be really bad web hosters because they can't give you a mirror, or rather, okay, it doesn't really work. But I mean, I tried,
They can't give you a mirror. But
like a mirror to a download thing.
no,
It
I mean, if
doesn't really make any sense.
they won't
Yeah,
be
but
they won't be recorded in the first place. So I guess that's pretty bad.
true, true. Yeah, whatever.
So yeah.
Um, I
So
tried.
yeah, that's it's the thought that counts, I guess. So here we
Yep.
are. So I hope you can hear Hannah now. Is everything fine?
No. Yes.
Probably still want to have any confirmation in the chat if things are working now. And otherwise, I guess we can start now. Let me just, I was just checking how many people are here. Um, yeah, so what do we do first? I think we can start looking at the first watcher per question. And,
Yay.
but again, before we do anything, let's talk about what we're gonna do today. And there are two options what we can do today. The first one is enemy coding. So it's not about enemy graphics, unfortunately. We got a set of graphics prepared for us by not by T3, by Freeze, actually, our concept artist. He now did his first sprite animations for us as well. And we can work on implementing those enemies properly in CrossCode. I think that's something we did before already. So we can have a look on how we model enemies, doing the configurations and all that kind of stuff. That's the first option. The second option would be, I think, something we didn't do so far. It's just mapping of puzzle maps. So essentially, we will create puzzles. Like personally, I'm actually more interested in puzzles today, but I will give you the choice. That means we are currently working on the new dungeon, which will feature a number of puzzles. And yeah, we already have a lot of stuff planned, but I have to actually now create the actual map. So that's one of the things we can do today. You will see a lot of map editor stuff. You will see how we use our puzzle elements, and I can talk a bit about the technical implementation too. That might be pretty interesting. So, and I think somebody was actually the Rue 175 was nice enough to create a nice poll for us. Um,
We even have another poll now.
yeah, like okay, we got now actually a proper poll about which to do. So let's just make this one the official poll, unless no, Lesser also created. No, we will just ignore that poll by Lesser. So we're gonna take this one from Ruth 175. Let me just broadcast this one. So pick one, enemy or puzzle. So please pick now. And after we
Yeah,
answered the watcher per question and have shown some of the other stuff, we can see the result.
it's true. I mean, it kind of sounded like Rule
Yeah.
175. But then
What?
again, I mean, when you
Rule
said
100.
Rule
Oh,
100,
Rule. Yeah.
yeah, at first I was like, hey, Rule? What? Rule
Rule
34?
175. Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I don't know why people choose names like this. Maybe it's an intended pun.
By the way, Felix,
Mm-hmm.
load.
Great. Um,
Also, Felix, you shouldn't stream what option you're voting because that will influence.
I know. So
Okay,
what? I want to do puzzles. Let me do puzzles. Okay. Choose
then why the
whatever you
heck are we
like,
doing?
guys. I'm not trying to influence anybody here. Um,
Then what the heck are we even doing those polls? Is it just an illusion of choice for
don't say it
our
out too
dear
loud.
fans?
Don't say it out too loud. Come on. That's not true. But I still like. I actually said that I would prefer to do puzzles. So whatever.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Okay. So let's talk about the new watcher per question. So here we go. Let me just increase the font size. So the question is holograms for popular players in Rhombus Square. No, that's actually a suggestion. Hi guys, wonderful work so far on CrossCode. The update keep me coming back. Updates keep me coming back. I'm bad at reading. I wonder if you have any plans to put some holographic ads for new players in Rhombus Square. A place like that would feature eye candy for new players, including images of the celebrities of that world. Holograms of some of the more popular players performing their signature moves would give newbies a good idea of the excitement that awaits them in Crossworlds. Thank you so much for all your effort. I hope I can see something like that down the line. Pete. So,
Hmm.
I actually liked the suggestion.
Yeah,
I
it's a
think
cool
it's
suggestion. I
something.
mean, for the beginner's bridge, basically, or what?
Yeah, I was thinking exactly the
And
same
for
thing.
Central.
Yeah, like we already got the beginner bridge, that part you enter right um, after you left the cargo ship. And this part is actually still fairly empty, and we might actually put some holograms there just to show some of the stuff described here, like pictures of popular players or maybe some pictures of the classes that show you what kind of stuff you can do. Um,
Actually, I got another idea. I mean,
mhm,
especially for the what's it called again? Cross Central station.
mhm,
I mean, you could have like, I mean, not really in CrossCode because it would be hard to show, but it would make sense for like Crossworlds to have like monitors where people can, for example, follow certain PvP events or something like that, or
mm,
kind of like how streaming is such a big business today for many games that they even implement like uh, how you say it, like streaming options inside the game. You could almost have something like that that Crossworlds players are free to actually stream their
So like you're
or
sitting on your own computer at home or whatever it is in the future, you log into a virtual world to sit in front of a screen to watch somebody play the game. Is that what I mean? Yeah.
yes, that's amazing.
It's like
That's
this. I
amazing.
think Audience One had this great video about a new big game. You play somebody playing World of
Yeah,
Warcraft. And you,
yeah,
you have
yeah,
somebody
right.
sitting in front of the desktop inside your computer and playing World of Warcraft. You have to make sure to actually go on the toilet and stuff like that. That's
But
that was
but Felix, the difference is, I mean, you are with other players in the game, and then you are watching other players inside the game
okay.
play the
I
game.
think I like the idea, though I would really argue why not just have some kind of stadium. I mean, that's what we have in the first place. There's a stadium there, and
Yeah,
people can just sit there.
I know, but still, I mean,
It's
the
just as
question is if
it's exactly, and then the reason why people prefer TV over stadium or like stuff is because it's so expensive, and it's more complicated to get there. But if you can just log in and be there, so that would be fine, I guess.
I
Though
mean,
maybe.
I kind of remember like if you have PvP events in MMOs or even like all kinds of games. Like for example, when
Mhm.
I was playing a bit more frequently on certain Minecraft servers, we had like PvP events, and then people would watch them from the Colosseum, like
Mhm.
spectator seats. And I mean, it was kind of cool, even if you are basically watching someone play inside a game. It has kind of a special feeling because of the
Yeah.
immersion factor.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I guess it would make sense to a degree.
All right.
But but you're right. I mean, playing a game and watching a screen in the game of other people playing the game,
I just think that
it's
the whole thing
ridiculous.
about watching a screen within the game is kind of like
Yeah,
unnecessary. The
yeah,
only
yeah.
argument I can imagine is that actually, like, there's such a high demand that the space is just filled. I mean, that's something that can happen in CrossCode, that the stadium is simply full because it's so
Mhm,
hugely popular that there's just no space for all the players. Because I mean, there's
mhm.
physical space in CrossCode, in Crossword. So that would be an argument why you would still have this kind of broadcasting service. And I can understand why this would happen. So that's an argument why you would actually have a screen within the game. So
And I mean, as I said, if you have to watch in front of a screen because the stadium is full, or maybe because you're not at the right place at the moment or
mhm,
something for whatever reason,
mhm.
I mean, there's still the factor that you are with your
With
friends
your fellow
inside the
players,
game.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I
yeah,
think it
that's
still is nice. Actually, that it would be nice to have like this kind of broadcasting stations
yeah,
spread out in crosswords and all kind of locations. Like somebody actually has like a freezing cold broadcasting station on top of Rook of Bergen, like it's surrounded by ice and
yeah, yeah.
everything, and they just sit there and that's like somebody advertising. This is by far the coolest place to watch streams. You get it? So okay, I know
The
that. That's
coolest place, and also you get free ice.
yes.
Um, Emily Nater said, I
Mhm.
think some MMO animes have a thing about showing PvP events live in the game. So you're watching people playing a game, watching other people playing the same game somewhere else. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
I
I
think
guess.
we should definitely start watching
Hmm.
Log Horizon already. God damn it,
Yeah, we
Felix.
really should. Like, we never get this.
We say
We
that
never.
every week, but I guess.
It will never happen, I guess. No, obviously.
And Popsicle Pete said, oh no, wait, Urinstein said in one Sword Art Online season they sat in a game and watched a PvP event of a different game on their in-game screens. Okay.
Okay.
And Popsicle Pete said watching NLP in a game would warrant some serious meta commentary. Yeah, true. I mean, meta commentary us? I mean, when had we ever done that?
No, why? Why would you do that? All
Yeah, Log
right.
Horizon is pretty awesome from what I hear. I mean, I've seen the first two
Mhm.
episodes or something, and it's really good
Yeah.
so far.
All right.
Yeah, get to the puzzles already.
Yes. No. So first, I want to just show you what we actually did. Like,
Okay.
I will just quickly show you some of the maps we have been working on. Actually, we have two things. The first is that Bergen Village actually makes some progress, and the southern part of Bergen Village is actually pretty far already. I mean, we have a lot of
Hmm.
details finished. I will just load up the map and show you what you can see. Um, just give me a second because I actually need to stop my IDE first. Sorry, I forgot about that. And then I can show you some of the first maps we did for the new dungeon, actually. I actually created 3 puzzle maps already. And surprisingly, doing the puzzle maps doesn't take too long, I noticed. So, because we have the height map more or less working, and all the graphics and all the puzzle maps are implemented, actually doing the puzzles actually goes pretty far. That's why I think it's actually something nice you can do in the stream, because you might actually get some results in like 1 or 2 hours. Um, anyway, so I'm just going to show you what we have done so far. I'm not going to show you all the puzzles because I just show you the very simple ones. Like there's a more advanced puzzle which I don't want to show you because I actually want to test if people can do this dungeon themselves, and if they say it's too difficult, then we might change this, because I think actually it might be too difficult. Though maybe I'm just underestimating players. And again, the
Felix,
game
you are
crashes.
constantly underestimating players. Seriously, we have to.
Really?
I mean, I have played Kingdom in the last weeks, and I say CrossCode is too easy.
Come on, that Kingdom is a different kind of game. It's not.
Yeah,
You
I know.
cannot simply say it's the same, and then I'm not sure if you do difficulty of Kingdom it will work for CrossCode.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I just know like, maybe I do underestimate players, but then again, there was like we got this mail of somebody complaining that he was beat up after getting the equipment tutorial. Let this think in. So he got beat up after the enemy wave after the equipment tutorial, and it was complaining that he had to re-equip the stuff every time again.
Well, that kind of reminds me of the old exploration mode where you got beat on the first map and then you had to
Yeah. But the thing is that
but the
it's kind of
equipment
difficult.
tutorial, I mean,
It's difficult to fix. The only thing I can think of is just actually make this one simpler, because maybe that's a bit too hard. But I actually also thought that one was very easy. But yeah, that's the thing. You always have to do testing. So, gonna show you now. I'm now broadcasting CrossCode, the current development version. So, first let's go to Bergen Village, run around a bit the village, and so that's something that Stefan has been working on. Look, it's a nice checkpoint. That's actually something we'll find in the new version 2, these kind of landmarks where you can teleport to. I'm not sure if, actually here you go. Let's just teleport it to it, yay. Yeah, so that really made a lot of sense. Anyway, so you see we got buildings. It's actually really colorful. That's actually how it looked on the concept art. So it's inspired by these kind of villages in Tibet, this kind of style. And as you can imagine, it's built inside on top of a mountain. So there's a lot of jumping up cliffs and falling down cliffs, and obviously some jumping puzzles. Just gonna spoil you a simple one here. Actually, this jump is kind of difficult.
ah, man, the village does really look cool already.
Yeah,
I mean,
because it's full of
congratulations to Stefan. Yeah, yeah.
Damn it, this jump is too difficult. I demand this to be improved. Okay, I did it now. Okay, so here, so look, I found the treasure. You're all spoiled now. Okay. So that's something we've been working on. Doing this cow village is always a lot of work because it's a very high focus of detail on a small spot, so it always takes some time. But yeah, that's one of the things we have to show. And then we got the code dungeon. So code dungeon is still, everything you see here is work in progress. You will probably notice it's much darker. Like, please ignore the sound effect in the background. There will be no like insects, like how do you cicadas? Cicaden? I don't know how do you call it? These kind of insects in the background. That's just testing. So you will notice that this dungeon is much darker than the one you have in Rhombus Square. And so as we have mentioned several times, this is kind of mine. And even though, I mean, this is already in a fairly developed state, this map, but still fairly empty. So empty. Expected to be more stuff around here, especially one large door here, which will be actually very special. And you will notice we have this kind of elevator. It's actually deactivated. You can't do anything here. So the first thing you have to do is activate the teleporter. I'm just going to show you the first few puzzle maps that we created. So for those who actually missed the boxes from the old version of the Rookie Dungeon, Rhombus Dungeon, we actually added those again. You will find them in this dungeon again. So, and also I fixed most of the bugs, I think. You know there have been several bugs with these kind of boxes, and I think I fixed them. Actually, I spent like 3 hours looking into that. I managed to reproduce most of the issues and did a lot of tweaking, and I think I fixed them. Though it's really hard to tell. It's one of the more complicated puzzle elements. Just the fact that you can push and pull those things, and at the same time there might be platforms rising the object or the player or both, and that's really it's tough stuff. Anyway, so and we actually have this kind of puzzle. We actually have to push one of these boxes on a lower level. We didn't do this before. And you actually have to make sure that you use all the boxes here as effectively as possible. So that's again, it's the first version. We actually have discussions if maybe that's maybe a bit too much for the first puzzle, introducing this mechanic. And also we got these kind of new buttons here that you can just press by stepping on them, like the very classical buttons, and it will just introduce a small shortcut here. Yeah, that's one of the puzzles we did, and the next one is, well, you know these switches, right? Like you just have to hit them all, and then the last one here in the center, like yeah, frames were just dropping there. Now there's a little twist here, like just doing it like this won't work. There's actually this kind of ball direction changer, I don't know how they're called, and you can change the position of this one, like whatever we say with ball is comedy gold, I guess. No. So you can switch, you can hit the switch here to just move this object back and forth, and you actually have to do this while the tile is flowing.
By the way, just a reminder to everyone, I'm this silent because the stream is far behind for me most of the time, compared to what Felix is saying, so I can't really comment on the thing he's talking about in real time because I'm not seeing it in real time.
Yeah, that's generally like the downside. The only option is that you...
That's a really cool puzzle. I mean, I just saw it and it's great.
Okay, it's pretty simple. And like I will just show you, okay, what you made me notice, I just collected one of the keys. That's something we showed in last stream. We implemented keys, and here's like a door with a key. You cannot open it. But when you step on this panel, you can just throw the key at the door, and yes, we opened the door. Yay, yay. It's like how you combine keys with balls. And now we got this puzzle. This one is, I'm not going to show you the solution here, but as you get maybe the idea, you have to move these kind of boxes to place these kind of ball modifiers to make a path for the ball to like you get the gist, I guess. So that's one of the more elaborate puzzles, and I want to see if people actually manage to solve this one. And that's all I have to show right now for puzzles.
Yeah. Shella Noir already said, please don't spoil us all the puzzle solutions in the stream, please.
Yeah, I just spoiled you the first two because I think they're fairly simple.
Yeah.
And this one I won't spoil you because I think it's more complicated and I want to see if people can solve it. So sorry for that, for spoiling the simple puzzles. Anyway, and also those things might actually change for the release version. Alright, any questions or suggestions here? I think Urinstein said some tricky jumps like that one in Bergen shouldn't all be made trivial so people improve their air control, especially in casual environments like towns.
That's true, actually. I mean,
yeah. That's like, okay, I can see that for optional stuff like those treasure chests. I think, there's a point we don't have to make it everything trivial, though I would still like, I don't know. I don't think there's too much value on having these kind of detailed control things. Like, I would really prefer to do these like toward the ends of the game because otherwise people might be confused that this is not intended to be jumped, and then they might not try it anymore. And then this is like. Then that's how people get stuck on puzzles because they think, okay, that's not the right way and they're just failing on the actual execution of the solution. And I'm always careful with that, but yeah, this one was actually not too bad. So.
You have to trust. You have to trust in humanity.
I don't. I just got too much feedback that advised me to do otherwise. Yeah. Anyway, you'll see. Like there are some people who will probably argue otherwise, and there will be probably several difficult jumping puzzles left in CrossCode. Right, the first thing I'm going to do now is silent Skype because somebody just wrote me and I noticed I got a sound. How about a solve puzzle button? No. No, that's too simple, guys. You won't have that one. Like, what I always say is, I always think that the best puzzles are those where it's kind of challenging to find the solution, but when you find the solution, it should not be all that difficult to execute it. I think if you know the solution, but it's difficult to execute, it tends to be more frustrating than simply not finding the solution at all, I think. Because if you don't find a solution at all, it's like, I don't know, it shouldn't be too difficult to find the solution either. But the challenge should be in finding the solution, not in executing the solution, I think. Yeah, but that's just my opinion. Okay, that's all we have to show for today, so I think let's have a look at the poll.
So let's stop. Oh no, wait.
No, let's not stop. Let's have a look at the poll. What? I can vote again? What's this? Christmas? No. Okay. So here we go. We got 12 votes for puzzle and only 3 for enemies. So I successfully.
What a surprise!
I successfully
Good job,
sabotaged the vote. It's all an illusion.
God damn it!
Yeah, come on. We already had enemies before, and
Yeah.
I think people want to see how puzzles are actually created. Now let's see. I actually have a nice idea of a puzzle that we can do today. Like, there are several ideas of what we can do. One is we can create a bomb puzzle. Like there's like the first bomb puzzle, something we can create in the stream here. Or we can create a puzzle with platforms. Though I think the bomb puzzle would be more interesting. And also there's a small mechanic missing for the platform puzzles to work correctly. Though we can make it without it. It's like if you re-enter the map, you would end up in a dead end because the platform would be at the other end, and you cannot get the platform to your end, and then you're stuck. But that's not so important. So, but I still think doing the bomb puzzle is more interesting. So, right, let's start doing this. All right, so I'm gonna now start playing some quiet music in the background because I think it's nice to do that when we are actually doing work. So let's do that. Gotta make Chrome a bit quieter once I find it. I hope the volume of the music is good that way. If it's too loud, please tell me. So we're just gonna listen to the CrossCode soundtrack once again, but then random SoundCloud music. That worked pretty well so far, I think. No tweet tag. Actually, we didn't tweet about the stream. God damn it.
God damn it, Felix.
Like, give me a minute.
You?
I'm gonna tweet about the stream again. Just a second. Okay, just tweeted. So maybe some more people will see it now. Anyway, so are there any questions? Any left questions?
No. I don't see any. Except for John Cena. Wait, no, that's not a question. Nope.
Okay. No problem, you just missed the important part, what you actually see the stream said, also Maria. Yeah, I guess that's true. Okay, so let's open the map editor. That's what we will be using most of the time today. question. Okay, what's the goal of life? The goal of life is to eat all the fruits in the world. Maybe.
The goal of life is to finish CrossCodes, and after that we can kill ourselves, I guess.
Yes! Exactly. So, I'm just gonna open the code dungeon. Okay, we actually have, that's now the first time we actually have 2 levels for our maps. That's probably something you don't notice, but usually we organize all our areas in folders. And for the code dungeon, there's so many maps that I decided to create subfolders, so a folder within the folder. And guess what? It didn't work. Yes. So something wasn't properly implemented, and this basic feature didn't work. And I'm gonna fix it, but yeah, it just shows you that how much the whole engine is aligned to CrossCode. Like only the stuff that we use in CrossCode actually works. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's one of the rooms we can do as well. Maybe later, if it turns out that we don't spend too much time on the first dungeon. That's the first platform puzzle. And this one will be the first bomb puzzle. I actually did some comments here. So the idea is that it's just the first basic bomb puzzle. So the very first thing is, here's a bomb panel. There are some blocks that you can just make explode. And it's very simply just hit it with a ball and it works, and then you understand the mechanics. That's the whole idea. So, let's do just this. I'm gonna press space and I'm gonna use all of the entities we already implemented. This one is called a bomb panel. Just gonna place a bomb panel somewhere here. And next I'm gonna add some destructibles, because everything that can be destroyed and doesn't drop items will be done with the destructible entity. So, and there's a special bomb block. Right now we only have one type of bomb block. I was thinking maybe adding a second type for smaller blocks. That might be useful in several maps, but yeah. For now I think the large one will be enough. And right, so that's the first step. I'm gonna save. And
we got another straw poll. Goal of life. John Cena, eat a radical fish, eat all the food, or I would say or.
Or sounds good. Okay. Woohoo, it works.
Or doesn't even sound good, or sounds awesome.
Or sounds good, I mean.
No, or it's more than good, it sounds awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
Or
Get it?
yes, great, Anna,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes, yes.
I say eat all the foods, so. Eat radical fish. You guys are horrible. You're horrible people, guys. You're all so very horrible.
They might only eat one radical fish. Now the question is which one?
Not me. I'm not very nutritious. Look how skinny I am, guys. I don't taste good.
Yes, you should rather eat me, because I have so many
Hennes has
calories
all the
on-
carbs that you need. So, who's John Cena? Sorry, I can probably does know something that everybody should know.
Felix, don't embarrass yourself.
I do this all the time. Come on.
John Cena. He's basically the idol of Lucina. No, not really. John Cena is basically a wrestler.
Oh.
He's basically the most popular heroic wrestlers of our time.
Okay, that's great.
He even had a crossover with Scooby-Doo.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Great. So I probably make myself less popular with a lot of people admitting I'm not that much into wrestling, or I don't know much about it at least.
I doubt that. I mean,
Okay.
we are kind of Germans, so American wrestling isn't really all that super popular here.
Well, I'm not watching that much soccer either, but yeah.
Felix, please.
Yeah, I'll just continue to reduce my popularity value here. Okay, so like I'm just gonna do some decorative stuff here first, because that's something I forgot. There's actually always metal floor and walls at the point where you enter the area. That's something I decided, because the walls actually don't make sense for on stone. There's no proper doors inside the stone walls. That doesn't make really sense if you think about it. So it should always look constructed, kind of, sort of. And what you can see here is now how I can use the height map to actually create the environment. And I spent probably half a week, or maybe I think even a full week, to actually make the height map work for dungeon maps like these. And I still think it pays off, because that actually made it possible to just create 3 puzzle maps in half a day, essentially. So it's great. Once it works, it really helps you a lot to create maps more quickly. So, will I actually put it here? I think it looks nicer. Yeah. Actually, I think I will do it like this. Just to emphasize the fact, hey, look, there's something special here. So, just surrounded with a bit of metal ground, and it looks... I think it looks nice. So, yeah, that's good. Chip, chip, chip. So, okay, now we got the first basic thing. You just throw the thing, add some rocks, they explode, you clean the path. Now we have to think what's next. The next thing I thought was that you actually have to hit it a bit from the distance. Treat things like from far apart. But it will be essentially the same idea. Or actually, oh, that's actually nice. I think you can, what I can do is that you have a high platform with a bomb on top of that platform, and you just shoot that bomb downwards to reach some of the rocks. That's something we can do. I think that's a nice idea. Yeah. But first I'm gonna just paint a rough structure for the terrain to actually find some kind of path that works. Yeah.
God damn it, I'm too full.
Did you eat too much?
Yeah, too much filling salad.
How salad even filling? I don't... What?
It depends what kind of salad you make. I mean, if you put egg in the salad, egg or like white cheese and noodles and stuff like that.
Yeah, with noodles, yeah, I agree. If it's mostly noodle salad, yeah, that actually makes you full.
But the thing is, I mean, it doesn't feel very filling at first. But then when you're finished, you're like, wow, you really ate a lot there, buddy.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
We have a question. How will enemies be implemented in the dungeon? On all maps or only in battle areas, like in the Rhombus dungeon?
I think it will be more similar to the Rhombus dungeon. I want to make sure that you don't have like enemies everywhere, so they don't like mix up with the puzzles, because that will be mostly annoying. Though I think there might be like situations how you like. I actually was thinking of having respawnable enemies inside the dungeon as well, just because you might want to be able to just fight the enemies again and again. Because this is not Zelda, actually. You want to be able to fight the enemies again just to grind the items. That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
I thought, like, and so there probably will be spots where the enemies will just respawn. And we might also put some enemies in some of the more simple puzzle maps, but the more complicated puzzle maps I think are enemy free.
Hmm.
I think. Or maybe just that you have to kill the enemies first and then you can solve the puzzle and then the enemies will be gone forever and stuff like this. So I hope to make it less sterile than how it was in the Rookie Dungeon, Rhombus Dungeon. We decided to call it Rhombus Dungeon, not Rookie Dungeon.
Yep.
Because otherwise it just sounds like Rookie Harbor. Actually, I think this is one of the maps where we actually might have an enemy. Just because it's actually nice that you have bombs and you got an enemy that can fight the enemy with the bombs too. So that I think that's kind of cool. I wonder if this will work actually. Are there any questions? Anything going on? I'm just doing the usual mapping part.
That's a very different question. Is there lasagna in... What? Lasagna? Lasagna. You know, lasagna.
Space
in
lasagna.
Space Future? Space lasagna. No, it's laser lasagna in...
It must
Space
be laser
Future.
lasagna, yes.
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 Which would be an awesome alliteration as well.
Great, laser lasagna. You're right. Oh god damn.
Because Emily Nater is having lasagna, or had lasagna. Also a question, will there be traps which will spawn new enemies? Maybe if you clear the puzzle on the wrong way.
That's interesting. Actually, not something we thought of yet, but that's actually something we might do. I'm not really sure we will be able to do it for this puzzle map.
And to continue the big lasagna question, Emily Nater said we tried getting rid of it, I think, and it nearly kicked off a war.
Of lasagna?
Yes. Lasagna was one of these foods I thought will disappear in the future. Oh well, that explains everything. Or maybe Garfield comics rolled back the change. Who knows, really? Is there a possibility to use bombs against enemies?
Is a possibility to use? Yes, there is, and in fact, it's encouraged. It's encouraged. It's encouraged in some occasions, really, because there will be some enemies that will be weak to fire, and using bombs is essentially fire damage. It's heat damage because they're hot. It's bombs, and so there will be some enemies where using bombs is the most clever strategy. That's what I plan to do. And actually that will be something that will happen in the next room after this one, in fact. Spoilers.
Oh, spoilers.
But we don't have the enemy ready yet, so we can't do this today.
Okay.
But soon.
Why should lasagna go away? Yeah, it's a good question. Doesn't feel pretty sci-fi. Is lasagna a meme now? Yes, it is.
It's like the new bacon, because bacon turned out to cause cancer, so now we have to find something new, I guess.
It doesn't.
I know.
People are so stupid about this topic. Okay, for everyone,
Let's just make fun of the whole thing.
Who haven't heard about that, scientists apparently found out that there is a correlation or something between eating a lot of meat and getting cancer. And of course the media, as smart as it is and as well research heavy as it is, instantly got panicky and released article after article after article after article. But I mean, turns out it just basically said like, yeah, people who eat a lot of meat tend to also be not all that healthy and die early. So yeah.
Yeah.
Guess what? That's very surprising. Seriously.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll actually
okay.
look. I use one of those horizontal walls again. Woohoo!
Oh, you monster.
Yes.
Does space lasagna have? Wait. First off, you know how is it? You know how it is the future. Everything not futuristic is just got destroyed, or is just destroyed.
Yeah, because it's not futuristic enough.
Yeah. Space lasagna might become one. Does space lasagna have holographic cheese?
Okay, guys. Next revision of the puzzle room. So again, got those stupid blocks blocking the way. That's what they do. Gonna use the bomb. Blocks are gone. Yes, I don't even have to destroy all of them. Again, more blocks. I can reach those with the bomb, I think. I should be. Yes, nice. I can reach those with the bomb. Or maybe not. Why does this not work? It should work. It did. Okay, now it did. How about this one? It works, though. I think the distant places actually won't work. That's kinda... Yeah, I probably should remove those lower blocks. Anyway, so those down here you cannot reach with both of these bomb blocks. That's the whole point. So you cannot reach those. But if I did everything right, you should be able to use balls like this. And it did not work because I have to adapt the map a bit. But you get the idea, I guess.
Yeah.
And you will get the idea two-handed in a couple of minutes when you're up to date.
No, I've seen it.
I've seen it, okay. So let's fix this. And now the map also looks correct, that's also a good side effect. Yes?
Laser lasagna, that makes way more sense. And new consumable confirmed? Maybe. I mean, lasagna, why not?
Yeah, but we should explicitly call it laser lasagna. Because...
But I think we should first wait what our chef backers want for food.
Yeah. Yes,
Any
actually,
more
oh my, we really have to actually consider like the backer request for foods and other things too, like enemies. That's something we should do sometime soon, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the slower we get to the point where we actually know how enemies work and how to properly implement them. Why is this one so hard to hit?
And maybe we also got some inspiration from our backer, so...
Yeah, this one is...
What the fuck? What is that? Oh.
What happened?
You know that there is a correlation between dying and stop living?
No fucking way.
People die when they are killed, I heard. We need to destroy death. Forming a party to destroy death. 3 slots available. Why? Are you playing a Castlevania MMO? I find that very doubtful, because Castlevania only exists in pachinko machines nowadays.
Oh man, you're reading comments which are kinda like some time ago.
Yeah, no, because we got tons of comments nowadays. Ah,
man, what's going on?
Nowadays, but like in the last minutes. Programming language, Felix.
Oh, yeah, no stream without a picture. I really...
It's not Java. It's not Java.
No, it's not Java, but it's similar. Oh, actually, no, it's not similar. No,
it's not.
Let's say it sounds similar. Give me a second. I almost have it. Sprites layer. No, always taking forever. I really should create a shortcut. God damn it! How can it be so hard to find that picture?
Why don't you just bookmark it or something?
I don't know! Because I'm
You
stupid.
need it every stream. You need it
I
every stream.
know!
I mean, Felix.
This
It's
can't be
always the
happening.
same.
It can't be happening. Something is wrong here. Why don't I know it? Why do I not see it? It's... It must be... Oh, here. Why? I don't know. Here it is. Look, guys. Yeah, it's JavaScript. It's 100% JavaScript. That's what CrossCode is made in. It's all HTML5. It's running in a web browser. You can play the demo on the web browser. It actually also sells on Steam because we use Node WebKit, so it's kind of like a wrapper. It's not supposed to be played in the browser actually, but you can if you want to. And if you make it available to the browser. Anyway, it's 100% JavaScript and it's awesome. HTML5 game development is awesome.
I hope I hope the guy is still here who asked that. Wait a second. Yes, he is.
Cool.
Because he then says, "Who creates games with Java? Java is so bad." Yeah, I guess.
I also don't
I
like
guess it
working
is.
with Java. Though I
Yeah,
probably
I mean,
he might also think that JavaScript is pretty bad, but I don't care. JavaScript is awesome. Best language.
does the spacebar bouncing also work like the charge shot to move the bomb? Use the charge shot and combo with the spacebar to shot to make it fly further.
Okay. What was the question?
What space?
Does the spacebar bouncing also works like the charge shot to move the bombs? Use the charge shot and combo with the spacebar shot to make it fly. What's the spacebar shot? You mean like the special shot? And the spacebar, they're like, if you talk about the combat arts, they're like two throwing combat arts. One is like spamming bolts. This one won't react with the bomb at all. And then there's like the iron ball, the ball of steel. And using that one is the same as using the charge shot. There's no real difference. I mean, in principle, we always say like, we do not make the puzzles depending on the special skills that you learn. That's a very strict rule for us, because otherwise people might be stuck on a puzzle because they don't have the right combat skill, and that's a no-go for us. Only exceptions are optional puzzles. There we might actually do something like this, but for dungeons like this one, this is like the official dungeons you have to solve. There's no special skill involved in all of this. Okay.
Yes. Except your own.
Yes, only your own skills is what counts. Okay, so
Wait, what the heck? Is that burning my mom? Your program, you're programming with lava? No.
Lava?
script.
Lava script? No, Java, not lava. Did I
Yeah.
say lava? I did. Yeah, well.
Is hardcore programming, makes the game 10% harder and female characters 30% hotter.
What the hell?
Water-powered computers adapted to run with lava. This kind of sounds like Dwarf Fortress technology. Everything runs on lava.
So yeah, the puzzle works. Cool. So now you have to think around corners again to open that pass. And this one here, I think you cannot open right now. That's actually something I plan to just place an item here that you can get later once you have the heat element. Because once you have the heat element, you can do this here. And then you can open it. And then there will be a delicious treasure in here. Yeah, and that's it for this room. It's a pretty simple puzzle room, so I think we will have to do more. So as you can see, doing the puzzle rooms actually doesn't take a lot of time. And that's awesome, because that means we can do a lot of puzzles and content. Though actually that's just half of the work. Now comes the polishing part, and this one actually takes most of the time usually. I'm gonna work on this now. I actually want to do a bit of polishing to make it looks at least half a little bit decent. Because right now it looks a bit simple, the map.
Well, yeah, obviously. Spin it as a terrible versus movie, like Emily Nater versus Terminator.
What? Oh my gosh.
Obviously, Emulator would win. I mean,
Obviously.
there is a chest with 50 rubies. No, there won't be chests with 50 credits or 50 rupees.
No, I mean, that's the awesome stuff about CrossCode.
CrossCode,
Like
yeah.
in Zelda, you got all these amazing puzzles, and then you open the chest and it says, yes, you get rupees. Sure, you didn't get those before, right? And
Yeah, I mean, that's a big advantage of an RPG like
Yes.
CrossCode. You can actually give your players
nice
meaningful
stuff, yeah.
things.
It's like in Lufia, they actually did that too. I've
Yeah,
noticed.
true. Like cool equipment or something.
Mm-hmm. Om nom nom nom. Eating stuff at stream. I'm just placing entirely pointless metallic stuff here. The good thing about having this kind of scenario of having dungeons for the sake of dungeons, which the only point of this place in the end is to have nice puzzles, and it's all faked anyways. You don't have to care about logic. You can do stupid stuff and you don't need to explain because say, yeah, whatever, it's all meta. That's what I like about the CrossCode scenario. Whoops. Oh my gosh. Wrong level. Oh. Okay. And the cool thing about this dungeon, in my opinion, is that you have this kind of combination that you can use these kind of rocky surfaces, but also the metal surfaces, and you can exchange them, and this gives you a lot of variation and ways to play with the environment and make it look more interesting. But that's just great, I think. It's much easier to make visually appealing places in this kind of tile set compared to like the original Rhombus dungeon. Also here the tile set is not working properly. God damn it. Never mind. Okay. Any questions, any comments, any suggestions? I don't look at the chat as usual.
Yeah, I know. You don't care for the whims of our players. That reminds me, we actually overlooked a question again, I guess, by force of nature.
You did, because I don't look at questions!
Yeah, but you did as well, so to speak.
You have one job! Yeah, okay.
Can you add co-op and players so that players can play as either Emily or Leah? Yeah, we might add like local co-op. I mean, Felix.
Yeah, we also ask this question like almost every stream, but co-op is difficult if it's online. If it's over network, or anything like if you have two instances of the game running and they kind of have to synchronize, that's complicated, and it probably will not happen. Though there are some modders working on that. I don't know how exactly to do this, but I'm not sure how stable this is anyway. So in our approach is to not do this, but we might do local co-op, like if two people are sitting on the same machine using two gamepads, stuff like this. That one is possible in specific scenarios, like we might have a local co-op arena. That was actually one of the stretch goals. We didn't hit the stretch goal, so there's no promise here, unfortunately, but we will still try to do something if we find the time. Yep.
Yep. Oh, Dodger. You know Dodger, right? The Let's Player.
Yeah, sure.
She cosplayed, or rather dressed up as
Mabel.
As Mabel, yeah.
I saw it. Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, we got more questions, I think. Well, of course, CrossCode needs dungeons. What kind of MMO doesn't have dungeons? I mean, sure, they are single-player dungeons, which is weird, but hey, devs care for solo players. Yep. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's mostly because they are puzzle dungeons. I mean,
Yeah.
puzzle with multiplayer, it would work if they are really, if they were real players in CrossCode, but like in Spiral Knights, for example. But considering CrossCode is not a real multiplayer game, it would be a bit hard because your AI would be not all that good at the puzzles, I think. A lesson learned from ESO to stop it dozen people camping the spider caves when you're trying to quest. What? What do you mean? ESO? What is ESO?
I don't know.
Spider. Okay. Space Lasagna is a 20-chain quest with 3 of the hardest bosses in the game. Yeah, of course. Lava script.
Oh my god, this is another script, kitty. What?
Yeah, Felix, you dirty script kitty.
Oh jeez.
That is not engine.
Yep. Like the whole point of an engine is that it's supposed to make you give you the possibility to create games. Like it implements the basic functionality that a lot of games share, and that's what our stuff does. And it's built on HTML5, so yes, it is a game engine, and it's based on a script language, which is really surprisingly optimized these days. And yeah, I'm a noob script kitty. Ah, whatever, guy. Whatever you say. I don't.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, man.
I think he's Indiegogo.
Yeah, like say whatever you want. Like this is awesome.
Wouldn't that make us Indiegogo?
Yeah, it would make us Indiegogo, I guess.
Because we are all like whatever, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can try out the demo. God damn it! You can try out the demo on the links that Urinstein posted and see if you like the game at least. I mean, even if it's not like made from the ground up with string and bones or something.
Frank 3434 is obviously a troll. I mean, this is just this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Come on, guy.
Yes.
What the fridge? If you even see, like, oh my gosh.
I will stick to good old C++ to create something good. Yeah, you do that. I mean,
yeah, sure, go ahead. I did that too, for your information, and I decided to not do this anymore. I managed to create a homebrew Nintendo DS software, and it worked. It worked well. It's just, I don't know. If you like to spend so much time on this kind of stuff, feel free to do it, but it's just much more effective to do this with JavaScript or most other script languages, I guess. SoundCloud is giving me a very strange soundtrack here. I don't know, I'm just gonna restart the playlist from our game. That's weird. So.
That's why you are a script kitty, Kappa.
Yeah, I guess I am then.
Script languages are poorly optimized. Yeah, because we have such a big performance problem with CrossCode.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
did you hear that?
I entirely agree that JavaScript is not as optimized as C++. But in case you didn't notice, we're doing like a retro sprite graphics game, and it's not entirely Call of Duty in terms of demands. So, like JavaScript is pretty much fast enough. Yeah,
Yep.
it is in fact. So, like the thing that most people don't complain about is not necessarily performance issues. Like, as long as you have a modern machine.
Not even that. I mean, on my like 6-7 year old laptop, it ran
Yeah.
fine with 60 FPS. So yeah. Yeah, okay, man. I think you can get away with scripting if you're making something simple like this. Well, yeah. I mean, of course, you
Yeah. And
you wouldn't make like.
the upside really is, it is much faster. You cannot argue with that if you do C++ development. The obvious downside is if you use anything that's more elaborate, you have compilation times which are ridiculous, and the whole testing cycle is complex. Like you do your programming and then you have to compile and you have to wait. This kind of wait really breaks the whole testing loop. It slows down everything. Debugging is a pain in C++. If you work with Linux, I think it's horrible. If you work with with Windows, you have got Visual Studio, which is decent, but nothing even compares closely to the debugging framework you have with JavaScript, because Chrome is pretty amazing in that sense. So it's a huge benefit in terms of comfort. So it's just much faster.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you
At
don't
the
need
end of
C++,
yeah.
I wouldn't use it, quite frankly. And I would argue a lot of indie developers don't really need this kind of computation power. So
Not really. Also, I mean, at the end of the day, it counts what kind of game you have and how much people like it and
yeah,
how many
sure.
people buy it and how much fat money you're making. So, I mean, no one was like, or like no one with half a brain would go to Notch and say, "Yeah, you suck. You made Minecraft in Java," and that's why it was not successful enough or something.
Mm, exactly.
Yeah.
In the end,
Okay, I
it's just
guess it is.
technology.
Okay, I guess it is a troll now because it's getting more and more provocative. So
Um, like
whatever.
I'm not saying that every indie dev should go scripting. I mean, at the end, it depends on what the indie wants to do. But I think the truth is most indies use engines like Unity, which doesn't provide
Oh
C++.
yeah.
It provides you C#, which is essentially like Java and JavaScript. So it also goes more in the direction of scripting. Then you got GameMaker, which has essentially scripting. And I think there are not too many indies that actually try to create their own engine. It's also not something I would really recommend unless you really have a strong technical background and you really like to do this kind of stuff. So sure, there will always be indies who really like to do technical stuff, who like working with low-level languages. And if they do that, they should do this. But quite frankly, I think most indies are already scripting today. I think that's what's happening right now. So
Yep.
it's not like I'm telling people to do that, it's what already people are doing, quite frankly. So
Mm.
okay, I mean, that's like Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine uses C++, and I'm not sure you can call this one scripting, but I wonder how many indie games actually use Unreal Engine. The whole downside of it is that it's pretty heavy
Good question.
in terms of performance
Yeah.
demands and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
That is why indie dev is failing. Yes, indie dev is failing so hard. No one is playing indie games anymore.
I guess that's all because we don't use C++.
That's why everyone is like saying, "Yeah, man, indie games they're so shit. We should rather concentrate on AAA games these days."
Mm-hmm.
Because man, let us play our Assassin's Creeds with our which are so bug free nowadays, so bug free and performance optimized.
Mm.
Ah,
Must be true then.
yeah.
I really can't decide. I'm kind of stuck here on finding a good structure for the cliffs. This kind of stuff really takes time. Yeah.
I don't get enough punching in AAA games anymore. Oh, Felix, god damn it.
What?
If you create a game using scripting, you will fail using 3D.
Yeah, well, to some extent, I have to agree that 3D is more difficult than 2D, but you know, you're just judging me based on the stuff I'm using right now, but without knowing any of my background. And the thing is, I come from a computer graphics background. I have done ray tracing in C++, I have done WebGL, which is OpenGL, which is 3D. On the web, yes. I've also done OpenGL on desktop. And I've using all this kind of stuff. I've written shader code. I've done a bit of 3D modeling. I've done skinning animations. And yes, so it has nothing to do with what you're using. Like, you can still decide to do scripting, even if you have the full technical knowledge. That's really independent of anything.
I mean, when we are talking about 3D games, I mean, you said that Unity is basically scripting as well, right?
Well, it depends on what you're doing. I mean, depends if you consider C# as scripting or not. I think it's something between, because it's not as comfortable as JavaScript. Actually, it's more comfortable in JavaScript to some extent. It's like Java. It's a language, but it's I mean, what exactly is scripting? I think scripting just means that you use certain languages which are used for scripting purposes, which means they're not so much optimized. And JavaScript these days actually is pretty much optimized. Still, other languages like C# is much more optimized than that. I don't know, it's hard to say. But I wouldn't really compare like C++ programming compared to C#. There's the big difference between that.
No.
So I guess Unity is something in between scripting and hardcore low-level programming.
Oh, and that reminds me. You know, someone just mentioned the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wrap it up.
What kind of Kickstarter?
Where is it? Doko. I'm not seeing the chat right now. Doko Roko. By the way, you can post links to Kickstarters that you like in chat if you want to. I mean, just don't overdo it and post like links to perfume advertisement or something like that.
But I like perfume.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, it was Indiegogo.
Are you talking about this from
Indivisible? Yeah.
Yeah, Indivisible. Yes. Yeah, actually, I wanted to give a shout out for this one. How much more days? How much?
I think they have like 13 days, but I think they can. Wait, what? Okay, this is weird. They have like 27 days already, and now they have like 13 days. Could they just prolong it by 10 days only instead of 30?
I have no idea. Maybe they don't want to prolong it much longer. Might be a strategy.
Yeah, but still, I mean, if you... Oh man, I'm just gonna post the link.
Yeah, just do that. Okay, got this.
Indivisible, yeah, it's really close, but then again, they might get a lot of money like in the last week or something.
How much do they have collected yet?
500,000, a bit more, 556,000.
They need 1.5 million, like 1 million left.
Yeah, in 30
months. Okay.
Yeah, it was really such a high goal, and I still don't get why they used Indiegogo, not Kickstarter.
I think they used Indiegogo before, and I guess they have some good connections. That's what I said in one of the streams. So that's probably the reason.
It's a shame because The game is really, I mean, I've played the demo and it's really good.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Also, I'm still amused that Frank is still going on about performance. I mean,
Okay.
haven't we established already that performance only matters to a point? I mean,
It
like,
does, but is he not talking that like scripting is not good enough for 3D stuff?
I'm not sure.
Or
Are
what
we
is
still
his
going on about that?
argument? I don't know, what's the current argument?
Oh yeah, okay. It was about programming taste and stuff.
About
Yeah, I mean,
Rust, how badly optimized that is?
yeah, true. Rust
How do we
was,
get to Rust? I don't know. Rust isn't really a scripting language, right? I think Rust was designed as a
I
very,
think
very
he
type
means,
safe language. I think that's the whole idea of
I
Rust.
think he's talking about a game called Rust.
Oh, oh, sorry, I was confused there.
It's a rather recent game called Rust, yeah.
Hmm. What's the thing with Rust anyway?
Uh, I I haven't really played it myself, but I think it got a lot of flack for
I think it was one of the
for
bad
its.
early access examples or something.
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, at the end of the day, you are also operating a project from a business perspective. I mean, and from a business perspective, you also have to keep like work time in mind and the money you spend on the game, which is
Hmm.
also work time. And if a certain language um, lets you create something much quicker, and then you should use that language as long as you still reach your goal. I mean, if you have any idea of project management, it's basically one of the big factors in
Hmm.
that regard.
Yeah,
Like
I mean
reaching your
it's
yeah.
yeah. It really depends on what you want to do. I mean, if you're in the AAA gaming industry, C++ pretty much is the only choice you have because it's the only language which gives you enough access to hardware to actually to reach that level of complexity and performance that you need for this kind of graphics. But not all games are like this, especially not indie games. So that's why I think it doesn't have to be like this.
But quality matters as well. Yeah, true. But I mean, if you have a game like CrossCode that runs
Quality, I
pretty
think, is just
okay
quality is not really connected to performance. It
to a
really
degree. I mean, yeah, it
like
depends. It depends on the
yeah. I
game.
mean, there's this one thing: your game must run at 60 FPS, and people usually don't care beyond that point. So your language just have to be good enough that it reaches those 60 FPS on the platform that you target. And if that is modern PCs, or I guess most modern devices these days, and combined with retro graphics games like this year, a scripting language like JavaScript is enough.
Mhm.
If you talk
And
about 3D graphics to some extent, yes, JavaScript would not be enough because then it's too complex. But you can
yeah,
also
definitely. I mean,
you can still do like more simplified 3D games based on this technology as well. It's still possible.
just gonna.
So,
Just gonna thinking about certain games that I play. I mean, I might be a bad example because I don't really play that many AAA games these days.
mm,
Um, I mean, the closest thing to a AAA game that I'm playing regularly is most likely Path of Exile, and even that is not really AAA. Even
no.
they are almost like half indie. Well,
Mm.
not nowadays anymore, but when they started, they were. It reminds me, what language was Dwarf Fortress written in?
Oh my gosh.
That's a very good question because it has the simplest graphics, but it still needs to have like strong performance because it's of all the shit it's simulating.
Yeah.
Language. And okay, C++. But I mean, yeah, I've already guessed. I've already guessed that that Dwarf Fortress was written in C++. I mean, the guy who's written it is also kind of an old school programmer, I think. So wouldn't be surprised by that. And he's also. Did you know that he's also originally I think a math professor even?
Whoa! Oh shit! Okay, that's cool.
I'm not sure if he's a professor, but he did study math. That I know, but I'm not sure what title he holds.
Oh man. Only math guys can be crazy enough to do this kind of stuff, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, only math guys have this attention to detail.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but I mean, towards this kind of detail, I mean, like implementing those kind of injury tracking, for example. Okay, another question. And okay, Path of Exile is C++. Okay, that's also kind of makes sense. I mean, then again, Spiral Knights was programmed in Java, but that also had shit performance. So
I see.
I mean, not shit performance. Yeah.
What was done in Java? Which game?
Spiral Knights.
Oh.
You know, the one that I played for a while. That kind of reminds me of CrossCode in some way, because, or rather, which kind of inspires me for CrossCode once in a while, because it kind of has these cooperative puzzle dungeons, which we don't have. But I mean.
Yeah.
It kind of inspires me a bit in how you could use puzzle elements in combat. That's why. Oh, that's a nice topic. Which Final Fantasy is the best one? I would say 5.
Yeah. I don't know really. I didn't play.
6, but
I didn't really finish many Final Fantasies.
Yeah, same.
That's a problem. I finished exactly one. I finished exactly one. That was Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2.
Okay.
Or maybe 1.
Okay, those don't count.
Yeah, it's just a spin-off. Though I have to say, I think Final Fantasy Tactics comes close to one of the best Final Fantasies. I think that one was really great.
Yeah, definitely.
I also like Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah, 9 is pretty nice. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I might consider do blasphemy now, but I don't like Final Fantasy 7.
I still like it because it was the first Final Fantasy for me, so that might be.
It's kind of. I can kind of understand how you can like it. I mean, it does have a lot of character, I think. But I mean, okay, is this that remake of it? They announced it, right? But it's not out yet.
Remake, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could enjoy the remake, because one of the reasons why I can't enjoy Final Fantasy VII is because I have never played it back then. And when I saw it later, I couldn't play it because the graphics were so terrible.
Really? You play something not for graphics? And you play freaking Dwarf Fortress! Oh
yeah,
god.
but that's different. I mean, the thing is with 3D graphics.
Yeah. It had this weird blocky 3D graphics, that's true.
Yeah, and it looked so terrible, and I just couldn't play it. It was...
Well, that's a lame reason for not playing a game, and I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I know, but I also got the impression that the fighting wasn't all that interesting, and
Yeah, some people actually criticize the whole system. I actually liked it
The
to
whole
some extent.
the whole materia system and all that.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Um, Guys, I think we just finished one of the puzzles more or less. I mean, that's roughly it. It's pretty simple,
Oh.
but it works. I will play it one more time so people can see how it works.
Mm.
And I think we can start another one. At least start it.
And then draw shit.
And then I guess we can draw shit. So, you get here, you can't go that far. There's rocks, and you cannot pass the rocks. Now there's a bomb panel, so you just hit the bomb, hit the lever, no, hit the bomb, and then you just made the rocks explode, and the way is free.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Now we get here, up on the right, there probably will be some treasure, which is optional, and you can just bomb this and get here. Pretty simple. And now down here there's a wall, and you can, if you want to, you probably should, you can also destroy these blocks. But there's still the wall, which you can't pass, but you can throw like a ball through it, and just accidentally hit the bomb that you're supposed to shoot here to just hit destroy these blocks. So that's all great. Like usually you would probably do more thinking, I hope at least. It is pretty basic, but it's the first time you actually use bombs, so it should be simple. Now on the lower right you have this kind of part. You cannot reach this one with regular bombs, it's not possible. But you can later, when you get the fire element in the dungeon, you can return to this point and just use the heat ball to just reach the distant part with the bomb, using the heated bombs. And then you can reach this part and get another treasure. And the exit is on the right here. And that's all. And
okay. Anyone played Chrono Trigger? Yes.
I did.
Yes.
Not
It's
too long
amazing.
ago, in fact. It's an awesome game. Yes, it's really awesome. It's a game that aged pretty well actually. It still makes fun.
It did.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing about good sprite graphics. They don't get old, really. They age really gracefully. That's why
Yeah.
games like Second Zetsu 3 and Chrono Trigger still look great even today.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
I guess so.
to a lot of people. I mean, of course, there are people who are like, "Oh no, this looks like Pokemon. I hate it."
I was more thinking in terms of gameplay, because Chrono Trigger actually, in terms of balance and everything, it still plays pretty nicely without having like you don't have to grind a lot and all this kind of stuff. It just runs.
I mean, Chrono Trigger doesn't have a lot of gameplay depth, so to speak, but then again, it doesn't need to have it all that much. I mean, not every RPG has to be Valkyrie profile.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna work on the one platform layout map, which will not be as puzzly. It's actually just an introduction to platforms. It's just
question.
yeah.
So do bombs hurt Leia or enemies? I mean, they do hurt enemies. I'm not sure about if they can hurt Leia. I don't
They
think
do
so.
hurt Leia too. Yes, they do.
Oh, okay.
If you're close by, you
cool.
actually get hurt. Yeah. I just thought that would be like what people would expect
Yeah, why
from
not?
bombs. Yeah. Even though it doesn't make a big difference. I mean, CrossCode has this whole thing that you regenerate outside of battle, so it's kind of pointless. But then again, there might be bombs
In
combined with
combat,
enemies.
it might-
Yeah, and then it matters all of a sudden. Okay.
You know what? I think I'm still gonna support Indivisible.
Yeah, me too.
This will be the first the first crowdfunding game that I would actually support by myself.
Right. You're so... How do you say? Geizig. I always forget this word in English.
Stingy.
Stingy. Yeah, that's a good word.
Not stinky, stingy.
I said stingy.
Okay,
At
okay.
least I wanted to say it's stingy. Not sure
You can also say thrifty, niggard. Niggard. That's quite a dangerous word.
Oh
Niggard.
my gosh. God damn it.
Yeah,
English.
but I've heard of it, of the word. Maybe you say the word a bit softer. Like, I'm not gonna say it again. And penuriously
What?
and close-fisted. I mean, close-fisted kind of sounds weird because if you make a fist, your fist is closed.
It's always closed.
Yes. I mean, if it's open-fisted, it's not a fist anymore. God damn it,
Oh,
English!
man.
Why are you so mean? So yeah, I'm just gonna post the link to the Indivisible Kickstarter again because it's great. So basically, it's this jump and run / RPG, which is heavily inspired by Valkyrie Profile, one of our personal favorites in terms of RPGs. And it looks great. It has the same graphic style as Skullgirls, kind of, just with more serious character designs.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's really amazing. It plays really well. It has a playable demo. So
Go back it.
I tried the Indivisible demo and the platforming felt really bad for me, really weird. Yeah, true. I mean, I have to say it seemed to me that the controls were a bit off for the platform.
Yeah, like I have to agree to this one, but I think that's mostly a polishing issue. Like the
it's a
wall
polishing
thing
issue,
about using the axe to get up the wall felt really weird because sometimes it was
Mm-hmm.
working really simply and then not at all. It was something
Yeah,
felt
yeah.
strange here. So I guess
I think that's polishing.
yeah. I would expect to
But I
improve
mean,
this.
the core concepts and the assets look really great. So I'm pretty confident that they would create a great game from that. I mean, the
Yeah.
combat, for example, is also pretty. You need to get some time to get used to it because it's even more complicated and even more action heavy than Valkyrie Profile because not only can you control all your characters, you can also use 3 different moves with every character.
Yeah.
And to do that in a controlled way is pretty hard. But
Yeah, I noticed too. Maybe I think I wonder how. Maybe it's just the way the game is introduced. Like everything is introduced very quickly, so I guess people might be overwhelmed that way. But I think that if you give player more time to get used to these mechanics, it might work really well. That's what I hope.
oh
at
yeah,
least.
yeah. Emily Netta said, I find the combat kind of awkward personally because I memorize it as button is for X character, not as button is for X position. The thing is, yeah, I kind of got the feeling that your buttons sometimes switch depending on which direction you're looking at.
They do, but I think there's actually an option how you can disable that. So you can disable this actually,
that's good because
if you want to.
it really confused me that my character combos were switched all the time because I
Yeah,
was looking
it
in
is.
different
They
directions.
switch it for the direction. Just
Yeah, I know. Which kind of makes sense, but it's good that you can deactivate it.
yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty. But the thing is, I'm already in love with the style because the combat style at first because I love the Valkyrie profile combat system and the whole and that it's both action and I'm sure it will also be much more strategic in the future if they also implement like menu spells or something like that. And also like the entire style, like the graphic style is amazing and also the voice acting is also really cool. And I don't know what it is, but in this Valkyrie profile kind of combat, the voice acting makes so much, like matters so much. I have no idea why. If it's okay, then again in action systems it also matters a lot, like in Tales. But it's so great in the in the demo already how the quotes and the how do you say it? I'm lacking a word again. Like the bragging of the characters.
Okay.
How much it adds to the feeling of the combat.
It's kind of true, yeah.
I especially love the archer, who is your second character, who's like bragging so much in combat. I love it.
I have to admit, I didn't even listen all that much to the voice acting. I didn't play it for long enough for
Sure,
that.
it's really cool. I mean, and the mage you're getting, like the shaman, she's like she's basically I forgot the character. She's basically like like a really dark and also tired and lazy sounding character.
Okay.
Like basically, if the main character from Watamote was the mage.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Just, but then again, not really. I mean, she's not really all that. She's like the one of the witches from Little Witch Academia. You know, the darker one, who's always super calm and has those very bored expression all the time.
I see.
And she also talks like that, and I love it.
Okay. I have to admit, I'm kind of distracted right now.
Oh, you don't say.
I'm actually doing work. Oh my gosh. Soon. No, come on, give me the right one. Yes.
What is the first game I should buy after I finish building a gaming PC? Well, CrossCode, obviously.
Good.
Then, I mean, to be honest, if you're building a gaming PC, I guess you would also want to play one of those stinking AAA games.
Stinking.
It depends on what you want to play, I guess. I mean, if you're into like space games, then you should definitely keep an eye out for Star Citizen, because that might kind of be one of the greatest games to ever be produced, if it really becomes as good as it looks.
Isn't that one this game which has this hugely popular early access thing going on?
Yeah, it's the Chris Roberts game, this huge space simulation.
Okay.
With the that basically had like, I'm not sure how much money they managed to get through crowdfunding by this point, because they made a Kickstarter for several million, and then they basically continued to get money through their own crowdfunding program, kind of like what Path of Exile did.
Word, okay.
Like they are basically having those crowdfunding perks on their page, I think, and then you could basically pay money there, and then you get like spaceships, like exclusive spaceships for the game, and I think you also get like some in-game benefits from it. Like,
I see.
I don't know.
And you're positive this is gonna be a good game? I think I heard some people being doubtful about the whole thing. I don't have really my own opinion on that.
About such a big project, you will always find people who are doubtful about that.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard, it looks really, really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Star Citizen, it already got more than 100 million, really? That much?
100 million, that seems ridiculous. Oh shit.
Yeah. $100 for one ship. Yeah, but you don't have to pay that much for one ship. That's the thing. I mean, you can not all the ships cost real money. And those, I mean, those kind of perks, they are basically for people who want to pay that much and who have the money. And yeah.
My gosh, we're getting weird SoundCloud music again. I'm just gonna skip now.
It's based on MS Freelancer. Yeah, Freelancer. I have played Freelancer for a while. It's also a great game back then. I mean, sadly, it never really. I mean, it got finished, but they had to cut a lot. but there are some really great mods for it who re-implemented some of the cut features, like the discovery mod, for example. But I mean, basically, I mean, Star Citizen, it's kind of Chris Roberts is pretty honest about it in that he says that it's pretty obvious that Star Citizen is kind of a game that that basically, how do I put it politely? It's basically a game that isn't ashamed about being potentially very expensive for the player.
Okay.
Because it is a really I'm lacking so many vocabularies nowadays.
Talk more English, dude.
I am talking a lot of English, but when I'm on a stream, I'm lacking.
Yes, I have these days where I'm just don't find any of the words either. That happens.
The thing is, I'm always searching for the best words, especially in stream, because I want to sound so smart. And
don't. God damn it.
And also,
so overrated.
Refined is a good word for what I'm searching. I mean, Star Citizen is supposed to be a really refined and complex and really deep kind of game. It's basically a game for people who say like, yeah, I want to play Star Citizen, and this is basically my wife. It's basically my gaming waifu. Play Star
Your gaming waifu, okay.
It's basically what MMORPGs can be for players. Like they play World of Warcraft and they play it hardcore, but then they are barely playing anything else beside it, because with World of Warcraft they can potentially be so busy that they don't need other games, and it's kind of the same with Star Citizen, I guess.
I hope you will still find time to work on CrossCode despite. Okay, I'm not sure. That thing hopefully will not appear before CrossCode, or will it? I don't know.
It will. I mean, Star Citizen is already in early access and a lot of stuff is already working. And I think it's coming out in a full version next year or something.
Okay.
I think it's the beginning of next year and some.
I see.
But I mean, and I don't plan to play it, so.
Okay.
I think none of us are planning to play it. From what I hear, because I mean it might sound weird, but I personally am not a player who gets all that caught up in a game that he only plays that game for a long time. I mean, at least not for a long time. I have played like Kingdom for like 15 hours in 3 days, but after that I was kinda done with the game for a bit.
No, don't go away, stay. So okay guys, that's what I was talking about. I now implemented the first, well, puzzle, so to say, for dynamic platforms. Not really a puzzle, I mean it's mostly a transition map. The idea is that, okay, you start here, you get actually a kind of switch here. Actually I have to use different graphics on the switch to make it clear. Anyway, you got this kind of rail switch. I mean, we had this thing on one of the streams, like what's the best word for this? Like a place where you can change the way the rails are going. The
switch.
The switch of the rails. The switch for the switch. Anyway, so there will be one of those, but you cannot really turn it because the switch will not be in reach at the beginning. So you can only take the thing in one direction, and then you will go back to this point, and later you can hit that switch, and then you can turn it and go to the other direction. This is just a very basic introduction to the platforms, and later on you will have more complex puzzles using those switches. And right now all you can do is just step on it, go to one side of the map, and then you can enter. Why does it go back? That's not correct. And it will not be here anymore. And that's because I I have to say implement some kind of mechanic that when you get close to one of these endpoints, that the platform will be at this point again, so you can just start over from that point. So I really want to implement this. But I'm not going to do this in this stream, probably in like one of the next days. But I can try to implement this puzzle as far as possible as we can do with the current mechanics. So first I'm going to make this one a proper switch graphics. Yes, much better. Huh. That doesn't look too neat. It will work for now, but probably, maybe I will work on those graphics. No, I think it will work for now. So now you can see there's actually a switch here. Gonna place the actual switch here too. Actually, I think I will just place it here in the middle. Actually, the switch I will do like this. This one doesn't work, damn it. Actually, let's make it like this. Okay, manually added a hole here. Now I'm gonna create a dynamic platform. You remember those from Rhombus Dungeon? You got a lot of them there. And you will find them, of course, again in the new dungeon. They're kinda complex to create, but the system allows us to create very flexible platforms, and that's worth it. So you essentially map the platform on one of the dynamic object layers. And we actually have to do this 2 times because those platforms always have 2 states, like one activated and one deactivated. Once you map the graphics on the layers, you create an entity which is called object OL platform, which stands for object layer platform. You can configure the size here. You can actually drag it as big as you want it. And then you have to select the layer from which you want to take the graphics. Here I actually select object 1. If I would select object 2, it would glow here, so that's but by default it should not glow. And then I can define 2 states that we'll have. The first one is just where it is up there, so it's just like this, no offset. And then the second state, the platform will be inside the ground. It will be like on the same level as the ground, so it will go down by 32 pixels. And the condition for this is, let's say, finding a good name, it's Lorry turn reachable. I don't know, probably not very, doesn't matter, nobody sees this one. Also, I'm gonna select the second layer here, so to make sure that we display the glowing graphics when this platform is activated, so when it is on the same ground as the ground, the same level as the ground. Okay, also gonna set the speed. Slower should be fine, I think. Doesn't have to be that slow. Terrain, I think, is metal. It's metal. And now comes the twist. On top of that platform, I'm gonna put the switch. Here you go. So we just make sure that the switch is you will not be able to reach that switch at the beginning. You first have to lower that platform, and this one will actually turn map. Actually, we have a switch for this already. It's a whale switch, and I'm not sure I can select it here. Probably not. Like the whole variable name discovery is still not really all that complete. Okay, so if you hit that switch, it will turn the rails of the Lorry platform. To actually lower that platform, you have to hit a new ground switch or floor switch that we just recently implemented. It's down here. Here we go. And this one will activate God damn it. I really should extend the variable name discovery code. It's really limited. Anyway, so it will install this Lorry turn reachable variable, and now this one will essentially activate the Lorry platforms. Now there's something I want to add now, which is not really implemented, and I would probably enter... never mind, I would just do the ugly way right now. So you will always see those rails. And it will just, turning the switch down here will do two things. It will lower this platform and it will make a second Lorry platform appear, so you can essentially have a shortcut from this area to the upper area. I hope that makes sense.
Great, now I'm jealous, as I have no access to the map editor for CrossCode. I would kill for the CrossCode editor, super CrossCode maker. Yeah.
You guys, just, I don't want to spoil too much, but we're actually thinking of making this editor available. Though we would like to do that as some kind of commercial product. That's actually one way we can get funding from the German state. So stay tuned on that one. So it's good to hear that people like what they're seeing, because we actually eventually hope to sell this to people. This kind of editor.
And we will give it the very original, never used name before, and call it the CrossCode Weltenbau-Projekt. Get it?
No.
Unterwegs in Düsterburg?
I get that, yeah, I just mean no to that one thing.
Oh, okay. No.
You know, it's what I say very often, no.
How about no?
I'm so freaking conservative, god damn it. To the north, please. Okay, I'm not even sure if the spawn condition properly works. It probably will work, but it will look ugly, I guess. I don't care. No, that's not the spawn condition, that's the name. What is going on? Yeah. So, any questions, any discussions going on that you should comment on? I don't really pay attention.
No.
Okay.
No? No. No. No.
Alright.
I will be able to mod CrossCode with a fan-made expansion pack.
Oh.
By the way, we already hit the 2-hour mark.
Oh, we did.
Just a reminder.
Well, almost. Okay. I'm just gonna see if that works. Gonna take that platform. Why is it slower now? That's weird. Never mind. So, I enter this spot here. And, whoa, it's our puzzle room that we did before. Cool. I'm gonna solve this one real quick. God damn it. And do it. Oh snap. Ah yeah, here I'm gonna prove you that I actually can get damage from bombs. You see? Just got damaged. Go through here. That map will be done later. Will actually include a battle. And here we go. Look, I'm at the source of the map, and now I'm gonna turn the switch. And without any effect, we just get the platform, step on it. What is going on? Holy shit. Why is this not aligned? Holy shit. Got some really strange issues here, which really shouldn't happen. Damn it. Anyway, I can now hit that switch here, step on it, and move with the platform to the new destination. Yay! So we did, in fact, 2 puzzle rooms, more or less. And,
That's that's really good. I mean,
Yeah, it's not bad for 2 hours, right? Not even 2 hours. So you can see, it's actually pretty simple to create puzzle rooms. Which is great because it means we can create a lot of dungeons and stuff like this.
yeah, yeah.
Long dungeons, at least.
Yes, there will definitely be CrossCode the Emily stories, which consists of Emily standing around at the beginning of the game as a prequel and then waiting for Leia to appear. In real time, of course.
Of course, in real time.
Real time, in 3D.
Real time weapon change.
Real-time weapon change. CrossCode. Well, CrossCode has real-time element change. That's enough.
What the fuck is going on, guys? This should never happen. This is incredibly bad. This is like, it's breaking something we did in the physics. Why is this platform breaking the physics? God damn it. Why is this happening during a stream? Why didn't I see this before? Holy shit, I have to fix this right now, and I'm gonna fix it later. But this is bad.
Okay.
You see this, like, Leia is not really aligned with the platform. She's like lagging. This is weird. Why?
I'm not seeing it right now, but
You will see it eventually. I'm just doing it right now. This is bad. This should never happen. Ah.
oh yeah, yeah. No, I'm seeing. Okay.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. How does this happen? I mean, it never happened before, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna find out. As long as it's reproducible, anything can be fixed. So that's my general motto. Okay. So.
Yeah. She jitters around on the screen.
Yes, jitters. That's the whole thing. I'm gonna fix that. I'll make sure this is fixed. We can't have that. That's a good thing about having your own engine, because if another engine has this problem, you would be lost. But I can fix it now.
Yep.
So
good thing you are. It's a good thing you are a script kiddie.
Yes, it's a good thing I'm a script kiddie and I script my own small engine. Got a lot of people. Okay, guys. I guess it's time for drawing.
Yay!
So, what should we draw today? Good question. Do you have any suggestions on what we should draw? Maybe first asking that.
A Viking Leia who builds her own crossbow.
God damn it, Vinland Saga fanboy. Yeah. I think we recently had some cool ideas about what we could draw, but then I forgot.
Yeah,
again.
same. We should write them down.
Yeah.
But then we are not doing it anyway, so. Okay, yeah. Let's just collect. Not. Come on, guys.
Bob Ross number 2. We already got Bob Ross. You got Cirky as Bob Ross, if you didn't notice.
Yeah, for the drawing contest.
Laser Lasagna sounds like a good candidate. I like this one. Whatever we draw, let's add Laser Lasagna.
And someone eating the laser lasagna.
Oh god.
But now it's really a shame that we don't have an Italian character. I mean, I told you Apollo should be Italian.
Damn it!
No.
No. There might be one eventually.
I want Felix as Bob Ross painting happy little freckle friends on Emily's face. Oh, no. How about...
We had such a great idea last time, and I thought we have been so enthusiastic about it, and then we just forgot. Like everybody. God damn it, how can this happen?
This happened to us. Paul is ready. God damn it, Adessa, we have barely... Great.
Great! I wonder how people... I'm gonna pick Emily.
But Felix, it's almost Christmas. We should make a Christmas picture.
No! God damn it! This is so far.
But Felix, we have to take a lesson from the shopping malls and stuff like that, who are already gearing up for Christmas. God damn it, we had so many ideas, but I kinda...
I just blanked, I just forgot about them entirely. Sergey coding new words. I'm not sure that looks interesting though. This would be just Sergey sitting in front of the machine typing weird stuff.
We could, because we have been so fanboying so much about it. We could make a layer slash individual fan.
A picture of me being a scripting kitty.
Oh god.
God damn it! Come on now. I don't want to. I'm gonna give this discussion so much credit. Really, I don't. I would rather just forget about it.
Yeah, it was. It was.
I probably got too much
like
into it anyway. Quite frankly.
Yeah. Yeah, you could make a CrossCode X indivisible crossover fan art. Because
most likely to do that
in the game. Then again, I mean, I'm not sure how much they are still indie, but I guess they are still indie, despite the success with Skullgirls. But then again, I mean, we could always do this next week or something if we really want to do that, because they're still going for 2 weeks.
I think so too.
What else? Leia in a Gundam, because there are so much Gundam recently.
So a lot of people is suggesting Emily eating laser lasagna.
Why is everyone eating that?
Because that's what Alessa decided, so that's it.
But only if the lasagna has a laser baguette sticking out of it.
Oh my gosh. Of course, you should eat it with knife and fork, because I think that's the only way you can eat lasagna. Or do you eat it without the knife? Good question. How do you eat it?
I think you use the knife actually. I mean, otherwise it's
would be hard to cut. Yeah.
Yeah. But Adlessa is creating a. I mean, let's wait for a more serious suggestion. Otherwise, we get Emily eating lasagna.
No, so Emily eating lasagna would be one suggestion for sure. But what else? I mean, what ideas do we have?
Minecraft style layer? I mean, Minecraft. It's still cool, but it's so old by the standard. I mean, I don't think Minecraft needs more attention from us. Space lasagna, laser lasagna. Isn't that the same, basically?
There's another poll appearing.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
God damn it, why don't I have... I would say Leia dressed as Tara destroying a tower.
Nobody will get this except for people who know Task Adventure. That's the whole downside here.
Like everyone.
No, not everybody here played Task Adventure, right?
Everyone.
Oh, I'm just showing our tweet deck. Whoops. The thing you just saw there is a tweet deck, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like a plugin that you can manage a lot of tweet accounts. Boss lasagna, word.
A plugin that eats a lot of performance and makes your PC crash if you're unlucky.
Oh yeah, really slow.
Come on, we had so many ideas, but why can't we? Why? I mean, thinking about it, it would make so much sense to make a CrossCode X Valkyrie profile crossover fan art with Leia, Shizuka, and maybe Emily dressed as Leneth, Rist, and Silmeria.
Yeah, but it will also
But that
take a
would
long
take a lot of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, you could make it like with the Phoenix Wright thing, like one
One at a
character
time,
at a
yeah.
time.
Yeah, talking
Yeah.
about the Phoenix Wright thing, there's still something in the Phoenix Wright thing. So if you want to see Phoenix Wright drawings, we can do still Apollo, like as the defender,
Yeah, attorney, you mean?
as the attorney, which does make sense because usually Apollo would be like the attorney, but this time it would be prosecutor.
Yeah, the prosecutor, right? Prosecutor.
Yes,
it
the
was.
prosecutor. Exactly.
The
That would be one
prosecutor.
option.
It's like, yeah.
And I think there would be Captain Jet as a judge or something. That would be an
Yeah.
option.
I mean, that's pretty good because then we have like two.
Yes, Apollo will have a green suit, I guess. Or a red one. And both would fit.
So basically, he's Irish.
Oh my gosh.
He's an Irish. He's an Irish prosecutor who's called Apollo O.
Maybe
Apollo
something
O.
Bob. Maybe something Bob Ross related really would make sense because he's trending. That is
Yeah, but I
kind of a
mean,
point.
we had the Bob Ross thing for
But yeah,
the.
we already did Bob Ross for Sergey. Actually, let me just show it for everybody,
Yeah, show
so
it
you
again.
know that we already got Bob Ross. It was
For the
here.
fan art contest.
Yeah, look, it's that's from the fan art contest. Though the hair from Bob Ross is obviously missing.
Yeah.
Just the whole pose.
Oh yeah, right.
Okay, we got a second poll now. Whoa, okay, we got Emily eating lasagna with laser knife and laser fork. Yeah, that sounds good. Italian hexacast cooking laser lasagna. Okay, like no poll with from a laser without a hexacast. A Minecraft style layer. Layer at a different class. New poll will decide class. Okay. Layer in a MOBA setting, destroying a tower. Okay.
MOBA
wo-
was
That was stuff
yeah.
like,
Oh yeah, like League of Legends and
Yeah,
and
exactly.
good games like Dota.
Leia as Bob Ross, drawing decided new poll. Leia horseback riding with... What is a Leia horseback? Riding
I
with
think
Emily.
they mean like Leia is riding on Emily, which is totally not Rule 34.
Why? My Leia the Jojo pose. And Apollo
I
in
approve
Phoenix
of
Wright
that.
pose. Man Leia Jojo pose I would do too. Yeah, if people vote for that. So what do they actually think? In the Italian hexacast actually currently leading. Interesting.
not really leading. We have like 4 places with 2 each.
That's true. One of them is man layer and JoJo pose. So guys,
Yes.
place your vote. Like one vote might actually decide things. Oh my god, it's man layer and JoJo pose.
Yay! But the question is which JoJo pose? I'm gonna.
I have no idea. You are the experts here. Just
I'm
show
just
me.
gonna,
Show me a good one.
I'm just gonna ask Flare Shot.
Oh come on! Show yourself. Okay.
Yeah, I know, but she has more taste than I do. But then again, I think I know which pose you should take, because the most popular one is the one of Caesar Cepelli, I think. Wait, I'm just gonna search. Like the right one in chat.
So the vote is not over yet. So if people now concentrate on one of the topics, which one, the right one or the left one?
The right one.
Oh gosh.
But the funny thing is, he isn't even a JoJo.
He
So-
isn't okay. Oh my
I
gosh.
mean, you have a lot of JoJos in JoJo Bizarre Adventure, but he isn't a JoJo.
Oh, great.
But okay, let me just.
This one will actually be really great with Miss Melly, I think. Should Felix draw Leah and Emily kissing Apollo? This will be okay. Come here, can't even decide on that one. So this will be ignored anyway.
Okay. Do you even pose? It's great. Oh yeah, and then of course there's the one of the typical part 3 pose with the finger pointer.
Okay. Maybe you can show me that one too.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm just gonna. But I seriously think the Cepelli pose is the best one with the hand and the.
Yeah.
It's just.
It's so ridiculous, God damn it. Also good that this guy has a lot of muscles, because I can just copy the muscles. That's great.
Yep. Also,
Makes-
I posted another one. It has like not all that many poses, but the one right on the right from the middle, the first one with the hat. It's quite a typical pose.
The one just pointing the finger to the screen or what?
Yep.
Okay.
But that's not all that. I still think the Cepelli one.
Yeah, this one is much better. It's much more cheesy. All right. So let me just look at.
Or the one from Dio. But that is too mysterious and evil. So no.
Okay, so it's decided, guys. You're gonna draw Manlayer in a JoJo pose.
Oh wait.
Wait. You got a different pose?
Do you know this one meme about Dio? You know this one meme. Like he has like.
It
5
was me,
memes.
Dio, or what?
Yes. But that's not really a pose. It's just him doing this, like, the thumb pointing at himself thing.
Okay.
But Dio also has this one famous pose, like this one. Okay, Flare Shard also says like the Caesar one. It's like the most well known and also the one that is the cheesiest.
Yeah, it is by far. Okay. Yeah. All right. Gonna start now.
I'm not sure how. Then again, this one also fits pretty well to Manlayer, and it's also pretty ridiculous. Oh, it's even one of the pillar men.
The pillar, man. Oh god damn it.
I mean, you decide which one you think fits the best, but the one of these is the most popular one, I think.
Can let me like a look at the last one again. Oh my gosh, this one is pretty hardcore too.
Yeah.
But I like the other one more, it's easier to draw. So like I take this one.
Okay. By the way, they confirmed the Diamond is Unbreakable anime, like the JoJo Part 4 anime. Yeah, no. Okay. Should Felix draw Leia and Emily kissing Apollo? No, because he's high on something else.
Yes. I will ignore
And
that.
I think that is way too uncanon to draw.
Yeah. Now Manly are doing a JoJo pose on the other hand, that's totally canon. Gonna find that reference material for Manly. Oh god damn it, it's so well hidden. Oh, I got it. Look, it's Manly. Oh, he's disappointed.
Okay. Someone asked me in private, how does a laser lasagna look? And then someone else said, I guess there is a horse with laser eyes looking out of it.
Oh, those laser eyes!
Get it? Because of the
Horse lasagna, I
horse
know.
meat scandal.
I
Yeah,
know,
of the
I
horse-
know, yeah.
Because for the people who are not from Germany or I haven't heard about it, there was this big meat scandal. Like I think it's already a few years ago, where they found horse meat in certain lasagna in Germany, and it was a big scandal because obviously it's not supposed to be horse meat.
Yeah.
But I guess most people just shrugged their shoulders and said, "Well, it's meat. Whatever."
meat.
And I think horse meat is even more expensive than normal meat, isn't it?
I have no idea.
I would guess so, considering horses are much harder to breed.
I guess. I have
I
no
think.
idea.
And-
It's just a
and they don't-
byproduct that just used meat which would have been wasted otherwise.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, horse meat kind of is a delicacy. Yeah,
Delicacy.
a specialty.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you wanted to eat meat, horse meat, then it would be much more expensive than, say, beef.
Yeah.
Just like with kangaroo meat, for example.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
Okay, do you even pose? Yeah, horse meat is way expensive. And I guess it also upset a lot of people who really like horses
Yep.
because they would hate to eat horse meat,
Hmm.
which is kind of yeah. If you think about it, I mean, having a problem with eating horses.
But pigs, they
Yeah,
are
it's a-
totally fine.
Yeah.
And who needs those cows? They're stupid. Let's eat them.
Yeah.
Stuff like this. No, this is moral dilemma.
Oh,
What can
okay.
you eat, what can't you
Oh
eat?
yeah, right. Celio Hogan lives in Spain. That's true, and that's very much a horse place.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, but Germany is a pretty horse heavy place as well in certain regions, like in Hanover, for example, or like Lower Saxony is pretty big on horses as well. I mean, we have a horse in our sigil, basically. And there's even the horse race called Hannoveraner.
Doing some drawing. Whee. God damn it, that stupid bug. How does this even happen?
Oh, true. They did mention a difference in sort of medications and the like. They might have had the horses.
Yeah.
It's true. Like horses might have gotten certain medication, especially those horses, which are not. Yeah.
That's troublesome.
Only non-cute animals will enter my mouth. Well, I mean, if you had ever watched Silver Spoons, then you would know that pigs can be super cute.
Also Gravity Falls to some extent. Though Silver
Yeah,
Spoon
okay.
is better than that, I guess.
Because in Silver Spoon it's also part of the theme, of the
Yeah.
main theme.
Yep.
Oh man, Silver Spoon. I really need to catch up to the manga again.
Yeah.
Chickens are cute as well, true. I mean,
Oh yeah,
look at
chickens
me.
are really cute. They're really cute animals. And so delicious.
Yes. I mean, I'm the living proof of that.
Yes.
Oh, so, yeah. All right, Silver Spoon. You love Silver Spoon. That's great. Silver Spoon is amazing.
Yeah.
It's one of
it
my.
is.
I think it's among my. It's among my top 10 mangas even, or top 15 at least. Yeah, I've listed my top 30 or something manga in a forum recently.
So which is the first? Bird Trigger? Siren?
Vinland Saga.
Vinland Saga. Really? Okay. Yeah, the pun is
Re-
pretty amazing. Yeah, it is.
Why really? I mean, is it so surprising?
Because it talks so much about Bird Trigger, I thought it would have been Bird Trigger.
That's mostly because Vinland Saga is a monthly series.
Ah, that's true, yeah. Vinland Saga is
And
goddamn.
also-
Actually, we wanted to talk about Vinland Saga, and we didn't so far.
Yeah, we got, but first I'm gonna look at my. Yeah, first is Vinland Saga, second is Berserk, third is Siren, fourth is World Trigger, and fifth is Vagabond.
Uh-huh.
So I got 3 seinen series in my top 5. That's pretty healthy, I think.
Mhm.
Oh, I got Silver Spoon at 11. Okay. But funny enough, I got Onani Master Kurosawa at 8.
Huh.
Because I really love that manga.
Which one?
It's a great Onani Master Kurosawa. I got
Which-
it on 8.
Which one is that again? What
8.
was? Nee, what manga was it again?
Onani Master.
Oh, and oh yeah, that one is. It's also one of my favorites. So
Yeah.
that one is
It-
great.
It-
It's
definitely-
ridiculous, but it's really great.
It's really ridiculous at first, at least, but it gets
Yeah,
really.
It actually doesn't
tough.
stay ridiculous. Like the whole premise at the beginning seems really ridiculous, but the manga isn't actually all that ridiculous. It's kind of deep.
It
at
kind of
parts.
seems like a parody in the beginning,
Yeah.
like a Death Note parody with a guy fapping on people's stuff, or at least.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be honest, it might be one of the best coming of age stories ever written.
Ever written.
No, I mean coming of age story.
Coming.
Get it?
God damn it, Hedda! God damn it!
But I gotta say that pun is not by me. I got that from Wiki Manga Recap.
Oh, seriously? Okay,
So-
not bad. Coming of age. Oh god. Oh god damn it, not bad. I think they might have a big influence on you in terms of puns, don't they?
In terms of humor in general, yeah, definitely. I mean,
Oh, I just have to get this whole pose right. It's not actually not that.
but I mean, they are kind of one of my favorite internet comedy people. But I mean, not just comedy. It's mostly. I mean, I do like manga a lot, and they do a manga podcast, and they have a lot of great humor. And one of the two is also a big fan of The Wire, my favorite live-action TV series. So, yeah. And you still need to watch The Wire. It's important for CrossCode inspiration, because CrossCode definitely needs a drug trade plot.
Very important.
Like, hey, Xenoblade had one.
I guess so, yeah. God damn it.
But onto the important parts. Vinland Saga, Felix. You have read some new chapters lately.
Yes! Like right before the stream I did read some. I read some chapters.
To the people who are wondering what we're talking about, Vinland Saga is a manga roughly based on Vinland Saga. on the epic, on the Vinland Saga epic. It's basically a seinen manga, which like a more mature manga basically, which takes place during the real world Viking age, like in the 11th century or something. And it's amazing. I mean, at first you would think it's mostly about those super strong, and I mean, the strength of the people is mostly somewhat realistic to some. It's kind of like
there's one scene which shows it's not really all that realistic.
Yeah,
but
there are several scenes. I mean, they are so strong that they can basically single-handedly kill entire groups of enemies. But it is a pretty realistic manga. Despite that, it's basically Hollywood realism, like how James Bond, for example, can single-handedly wipe out a garrison, despite only being a normal human being, or like with Batman, for example. Yeah, but it's pretty amazing. It has a great art style, and I mean, at the beginning you would think it's mostly about those Vikings pillaging and swearing revenge at each other and trying to kill each other and stuff. And later it develops a bit more into a political Game of Thrones-like thing with a war campaign, and then later court intrigues and stuff like that.
Also farming.
But yeah, that comes later. But then,
yeah.
But all the time it also has this great character development and great art style again. And later it becomes for a short time a story about farming basically, and it's also amazing. Like, it's so great. And later even it becomes a story about trading and family bonds and trading, and it's still amazing. And man, every aspect of this manga is so great, and I love all the characters and everything.
It also has some really amazing humor parts.
Humor, yeah, definitely.
Which you wouldn't really think at all at the beginning, but later, whoa.
Yeah, later definitely. I mean, this one page about this one scene with the baby is one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen I've ever read in any manga. Honestly.
Yeah.
The one with the super wise. Basically, you have four guys or something. One of those guys is a super wise old explorer guy. Another one is a battle-hardened warrior philosopher who has gone through hell basically and is trying to discover the value of like pacifistic philosophies and stuff like that. He's very
Photoshop
wise.
is, by the way, getting painfully slow again after restart. God damn it!
Okay.
What is wrong with this program?
Yeah, basically you have at least two people who are really wise in their own way, and all of them are totally out of their league with how a baby works and how to take care of a baby.
Exactly.
And then there is this one young woman with them, and they basically say to her, "God damn it, we don't know how to feed them, but at least we have you with us. You have breasts, right? You can feed him." And then she's like, "Actually, no, I can't. I haven't had a baby yet, so I can't produce milk." And then the face he makes.
That's like this amazing face, like this amazingly shocked face. With speed lights and everything. It's like, oh my gosh! This is so incredible.
Like, God damn it, don't you know anything about how women work? Oh. and that's the same. And that scene was basically right after a chapter which was super sad.
Yeah.
Because in the chapter where they found that. And Force and Nature, I have looked at your straw poll, I think. Wasn't it the one with the kissing?
I think
Which is more real. Oh, that straw poll by Rue 175 is nice. Which is more real?
Backends cause autism, global warming, honest politicians, Illuminati. I'm gonna go for global warming.
Yeah, same, because it actually is real.
Yeah, god damn it! How can you even put this with the others? That's horrible. Come on.
Maybe that was a trick or something.
Yeah. Oh god damn it. Let's see how intelligent our viewers are, but just seeing how this poll develops.
Yeah. Celio Hogan, Vinland Saga, yes, but it only becomes a farming saga, a farming manga for about after about 50 chapters, I think, and then only for like 20 chapters or something. And it's not really all that much about farming. Well, it is, but it's mostly about farming during that time period and how slaves were used.
Yeah.
Should Sergey join Twitter and Twitch? I mean, why the hell not?
Could happen.
But I think Sergey is actually a character that should be an account that we should make. I think, because Sergey is pretty much is very meta. I think.
Okay.
But then again, I mean, I don't really care either way. I mean, if anyone is terrain. What was this Harry Potter thing again?
Oh god damn it. Harry Potter by I forgot it again. God damn it, I'm bad at this.
Was mit Saw.
Ja. Leviathan. Oder sowas.
Leviathan.
Leviathan, genau.
Oh, it's great. So yeah, Leviathan. So yeah, Felix, you've have we established that Vinland Saga is great yet?
Yeah, Vinland Saga is pretty great. Go read it.
Yeah.
Also, like Gravity Falls is a great show. Go watch it. You too, Henna. Watch it already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I think that we all should play Undertale because everyone is saying that either.
Yeah, that too.
Oh yeah, right. That's I wanted to say. Did you read that that Kerbefer and Little Kuribo got voice acting roles in Tales of Cestiria?
They actually did. Okay. Yeah, I think you just posted something like.
Yeah. I posted it in the Skype chat.
That's cool.
Yeah, and Kerbefer even got basically a party member.
Oh, well, okay, that's pretty cool.
He basically voiced the cool badass of the Celio Hogan. We are already watching Steven Universe, so jokes on you. Tales of Cestiria is terrible, really. I mean, I've heard that it's a really good Tales compared to the ones before that. Pick one: Gravity Falls or Steven Universe. That's cruel, but I'm still gonna go with Steven Universe.
You didn't even watch Gravity Falls, so that's
yeah, I know. That's why.
Even properly. I actually have a hard time answering this one by now. I really like both a lot, so it's hard for me.
Don't get too obsessed with Steven Universe, though. Some bad stuff went down in the fandom last month. Yeah, but that's fandom. I mean, I've heard about that.
What?
But it's Tumblr fandom, so who cares?
What went down with the fandom?
Basically, you know Tumblr, right?
Yeah.
You know how great people on Tumblr are.
Yes, I can imagine which direction this argument goes
Yeah.
in the scope
Bas
of Steven Universe. So I'm not sure I want to hear more about it.
yeah. I mean, Steven Universe is super popular on Tumblr, for good reasons, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah.
it has some great representation, good representation, and I mean that's actually, I mean, if you talk, I mean, and representation is pretty important in media too. So I mean,
Yeah.
so it's popular with Tumblr, and that's great. But then you got people on Tumblr who, I mean, who make fan art, which is normal, yeah. And some people even make like erotic fan art or like fan art that is, I don't even know what the real problem was. I think the person made fan art of characters and changed the character designs a bit. Like, for example, made fan art of
Yeah, people do this all the time, yeah.
yeah, made fan art of Rose Quartz, but made her skinny on her fan art. On some of her,
Oh, okay.
not on all fan arts, but on some of it.
Yeah.
And then she basically got bullied by tons of people on Tumblr, and then she apparently tried to kill herself.
Oh god damn it, guys.
Yep. And then one of the creators of Steven Universe basically said, "Guys, that's not okay. You shouldn't bully people when they draw stuff that you don't like." And then people were super disappointed with the creator of Steven Universe.
Because
he said that bullying people on the internet over drawings isn't okay.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It's the interweb. Oh man.
It's the interweb. What the hell? Whatever's.
Yeah, that doesn't really change anything about the quality of the show, really.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I mean, still, it's an amazing show. And about Gravity Falls, comparing Gravity Falls with Steven Universe, I think, personally, I think Steven Universe has more awesome, like, really awesome moments which really stand out. And Gravity Falls also has a lot of awesome moments, but that's mostly because of the plot twists. And Steven Universe, I think the plot twists they are still there, but they're not quite as amazing. But like the way stuff is presented at parts is really, it's really incredible. And Steven Universe has this strange thing.
Okay.
No, in Steven Universe, I think, like the way things are presented. Like the first time you saw a fusion in Steven Universe, the first time you officially saw this fusion of what was Pearl and Amethyst.
Amethyst, yeah.
Like, that episode, like just the animation of that, I thought was really cool, amazing. And I thought, okay, this is awesome. I actually almost got like goosebumps watching that, and that's something you don't get in Gravity Falls, I think. So this is something really amazing.
That was basically one of those standout episodes, those early ones that made. Because I mean, with Steven Universe in the beginning, I was like somewhat lukewarm on it. I mean, some jokes were great, but Steven was somewhat annoying, and I couldn't really get into the hype all that much. But then a few episodes happened. Then I was like, yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the one you mentioned, and the one with the Pearl hologram.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Like from a music standpoint also, because the training music was amazing.
That's true. That one was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really it's hard to say. And
I mean, the recent episodes with Peridot are incredible.
Yeah, Peridot is an awesome character.
Peridot is amazing.
Yeah. And but I have to say, in terms of humor, it's really difficult for me to say which one is actually better, because, like, I really like the humor of Steven Universe, but the humor of Gravity Falls is really incredible at parts. I really love it.
Okay.
It's hard to say.
But Gravity Falls is a bit more. It's a bit more comedy, right?
I think it has more focus on comedy than Steven Universe. You could say that, yeah. I think Steven Universe in general has a bit less focus on comedy than Gravity Falls.
It still has a lot of comedy.
But like to some extent, it's similar, because both got really stupid TV programs, which makes big part of the humor.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's, you could say that.
Gravity Falls also has as many puns because Steven
Oh
Universe has some
yes.
amazing puns.
Yeah, it has amazing puns, like really stupid, amazing puns at parts. That's also why you should watch the English version in the end.
Or like for example, when they need in a recent episode when they need tungsten for something,
A tungsten.
then of course it's tungsten, like the tongue, because tungsten is a material.
I know this, yeah.
It's a metal, and of course they made a joke about tungsten because tongue. Haha.
That's tongue, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I missed that one, I have to admit.
Felix, you can't miss the pun.
Oh, I can.
By the way, Felix.
Mm-hmm.
Save.
I did.
Okay.
Right now, when you said it.
The internet is full of monsters. Okay. She gave the character Sardonai straight hair instead of an afro. And Sardonai is black-coded, so drawing her without an afro is racist or something. What? Why would it be? I mean, I've heard about the trend of white people or characters having afros being racist, but other way around. I mean, that's also nonsense, of course, because it's a hairstyle. Who cares?
Yeah.
Would you say that they are better than My Little Pony? Yes, I would say so. I mean, purely quality-wise, yes. I mean, My Little Pony is pretty great as well.
Yeah, I think so. In the end, I would agree. I think My Little Pony has some advantage on themselves. I think the animation style still stands out to some extent because it has this kind of flash style, and some episodes really look gorgeous. But what really speaks for Steven Universe and Gravity Falls both is that they have more plot. They are more. They have like more plot development, and there's actually stuff changing in the world in both series. My Little Pony, it's like this daily show. There's only minor changes among each episodes, and I don't like this too much personally. So that's why I prefer like Steven Universe.
I mean, My Little Pony is pretty great if you just want to watch something and enjoy it and be happy about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
For that, My Little Pony is great. I mean, it's a fun show. It's a cute show.
The humor is still very nice and all that. So
yeah,
I mean that's
definitely.
really what was most important for me about My Little Pony. Is just that the characters and the humor was working. Like the characters were charming and the humor was funny, and that's important. And they got like a great way of actually doing slapstick in a good way. That's actually funny. Because you know what I just recently did? I actually watched a Tom and Jerry show. And I have to admit, I never was a fan of the show in the past, and now I watched it again, and I'm still not a fan of it because
really?
It's not funny. It's just not funny. They're doing the slapstick, but I just feel sorry for Jerry, for Tom, I mean, and I don't.
Like
it's not clever. It's just stupid violence. Yeah, the old ones.
You mean the?
Is there any new ones?
I don't think so. There's no
it's
thing.
Pretty much the original ones from the past.
I get what you mean. It's very in your face. I mean, I still enjoy it to a degree, but it's not something that I would be super hyped about. I mean,
it's just not clever. That's all. Like My Little Pony, when it does slapstick, it's kind of clever and original and to the point.
Yeah, but then again, that's kind of also because Tom and Jerry kind of almost invented that genre.
Yeah, I mean, I admit older shows like. Even though, like, nostalgia might tell you otherwise, but people actually get better at this kind of stuff over time.
Yeah, of course, I would agree. I mean, if you have shows like if you want to go really old, shows like the Flintstones, for example. I mean, if you try to watch them without any nostalgia,
I actually never liked this show all too much anyway. I think.
Yeah,
Again, I think I had a problem with a lot of these old shows.
But I mean, the exception is of course the Simpsons, because they got, they got better for like 3 seasons, because the first 2 seasons were also not all that good with Simpsons.
Yeah.
But then they had like 5 or so really good seasons, and then they got all downhill. And nowadays Simpsons sucks.
Yeah, that's what I hear everywhere.
But Futurama was pretty good all the way through. So I mean, that's kind of showing. Because it's by the same people.
Yeah. So now we got other soundtracks by Intero for the game. I forgot the name. Let me check. Springtime Warfare, wasn't it?
Oh no. Hmm?
Yeah, exactly. So that's a nice little game.
Soludum Dare.
Exactly. And Intero also did
Futurama
soundtrack for
got
this
bad
one.
too, really? I mean, I haven't watched the last seasons all that much.
Yeah, but still, I don't know.
I just heard that the last episode was supposedly really good, but otherwise
I think what we can actually say about Gravity Falls is that this show is surprisingly dark for what it seems at the beginning. Like when you first watch it, like it's this happy little shy show, which is mostly about humor and scary stuff is happening, and then it just turns out that some of the stuff really is pretty damn scary. Like it's never all that graphical, so there's no blood, it's not very violent, but it's still pretty damn scary for all of that, and at parts it's really, really dark. Like a lot of stuff that's happening actually has consequences and all that, and I don't know. And it's like, what I also enjoy about the show that at times it's really very real. Like it's about having a business and taxes, and there was actually recently there was an episode about elections, about electing a mayor, and I think there was so much parody about how elections work in America, because there was like the typical patriots.
So ridiculous.
Like there was this ridiculous patriots, and there was like a question, yeah, what do you think about the American flag? And then this guy said, yeah, I don't know, like give it or take it or leave it. It's like too many stripes. And then this guy got crazy. He doesn't like the American flag, and oh man.
Oh man.
But
the thing is, I mean, one of the worst things about American election systems is gerrymandering. Have you heard about that?
No, what's that?
That's basically, you know that that American voting systems mostly work about on the winner takes it all principle.
Okay.
Right?
I think so. I'm not.
Which is basically like in presidential elections, for example, if one guy wins in one state, then he gets the entire state. He basically gets all the people in the state, no matter if he won by 90% or by 50%.
That's why I always see that one state belongs to one party, and then there's
which
like
of course is
turning states, or what is it?
Yeah, which of course is complete bullshit, because it doesn't really represent the people of your entire country voting.
Yeah.
And it's even worse on a local basic, because from what I understand, they basically do the same with how is it called again? With districts, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean, Popsicle Pete. Like gerrymandering is dividing up electoral districts, so certain voters are all in one district. So basically, they all, the people in power, they change the districts, the voting districts, so in a way that benefits them.
Oh god damn it, really.
In future elections. And there's actually been a really great video about that.
Okay.
Explaining it in a more abstract or in a less abstract way. Like how it really hurts the political process, because that's one of the reasons why in the USA you have this really strict two-party system almost, because all the other parties are basically worthless, and that's in large parts to the gerrymandering.
Oh my, okay.
Sadly, yeah, it's really, man, that was quite a topic change.
Yeah, that got really dark there.
Yeah, because Gravity Falls also is really dark, as you said.
Yeah, like surprisingly. I wouldn't even. I mean, I actually saw some discussions about that, because sometimes I make a mistake and read comments. People saying that like other Disney shows which are pretty dark, like Gargoyles, and I mean, sure, that's true. But what really strikes me with Gravity Falls that it really doesn't seem like it. It seems like a funny comedy show, but then it suddenly becomes pretty damn dark.
True. I mean, Gargoyles really seemed pretty dark from the very beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
it wasn't a real surprise there, but Gravity Falls is kind of surprising. But the funny thing about Gravity Falls also is like, the second episode in particular was an episode that I didn't like, and I still don't like. Because the humor kind of like went in a direction which I didn't like. It was too stupid. And that's why I stopped watching the series initially. I thought, yeah, I didn't like that episode, so I would just stop. And then after time, I was just happened to watch some other episodes, and then I saw actually that, hey, that humor is actually pretty damn good. I should give it another try. And then I found out that it's one of these series which really get good at some episodes later. There's some episodes where one episode is better than the other, and similar to Steven Universe in a sense. So
I mean, that kind of thing almost even happened to me when I was with Avatar: The Last Airbender. I was watching it. I was watching it when I was somewhere visiting someone, and I was basically watching this one random episode without any context, and I was watching it on Nickelodeon in German. I mean, the German localization isn't bad. That wasn't the problem, but first off, the episode wasn't all that good without context, and secondly, you had this Nickelodeon did this stupid thing back then, where they just displayed random trivia about Avatar while it was playing, and it was complete nonsense, and it sometimes even spoiled you.
The fuck?
It sometimes even spoiled future episodes with stupid random trivia text. And I was like, what? Why? And yeah.
Okay, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, you gotta ask Inno about that, because she also remembers that, I think.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah.
It's really stupid.
Yeah, I had the luck like not watching it ever in German TV, but I never was too much into it. I was at this point like, yeah, it's a cartoon show which tries to be like anime, and I thought, well, how good can this be? And then I saw a video about like cut of all the funny scenes of Avatar. I thought, well, that really is funny. It's actually much more funnier than what I remember from anime, so I should watch it. And then, yeah, it's an amazing show.
Yeah, definitely. Also, Urinstein posted CPG Grey was the one who made the videos, and he posted the link in the chat. But I think you even know those politics in the animal kingdom. Do you know those, Felix?
No, I don't know those.
Okay.
Actually.
I'm actually posting them to you in Skype, because that's definitely something that you should watch.
Okay.
It's not all that long, and it's really interesting.
Okay. Probably will watch it.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. So yeah, Gravity Falls. All right. But you should also totally read Vinland Saga.
What should I watch?
You should totally also read Vinland Saga. I mean, you are doing that already, but
yeah, that one I will probably read tonight to be up.
Yeah, I mean,
I was tinted, and I will finish it.
You really liked the most recent chapters, right?
Oh yeah,
with
really
with realistic dark Luca from Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, that's how you could summarize it. Yeah. So if you want to see like a Luca-like character in medieval times and more dark, then read Vinland Saga.
And more realistic.
Probably, yeah.
Also, it's quite a topic change again. Did you hear about the changes they made in Xenoblade X? They did change some of the updates.
Of that character, that one character, like she's not 13 but 15. Well, thanks God.
I mean, a lot of people are crying censorship, and usually I would say like, yeah, that's bullshit.
But here, please, thank you, man.
In that special case, I'm like, yeah, that's a good decision.
Yes.
Because, and it's not even about like, oh no, she's 13 and sexualized, but it's more about she's 13 and a teen genius, and she fights with the big guys, and I'm like, why? No, I don't want that.
I mean,
know.
I'm seriously,
50.
this is kind of like destroying the game for me. As ridiculous as it sounds,
Yeah,
but
same.
characters are important for a game. They're like the center, you know? I always say like story,
Yeah.
if the characters are not great, the story fails. And this whole premise of having a small kid as a genius, really, it will be difficult to make this great. I'm just saying it like
And
this because
I mean, not even as a genius. I mean, if she was just a genius and just someone who, like, is a science genius and creates stuff, and I would be like, "Ah, okay, it's annoying, but
can work.
but
She's
she's a
actually main
genius.
character.
She's a genius, and she fights with the rest of the party. She fights
Yeah.
against giant monsters, and she's 13. I'm like, no, don't do that.
How do the same people who came up with Xenoblade came up with that? I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed.
I mean, the rest of the game looks pretty amazing.
Yeah. It's
mean,
probably
especially
still
the
be a
combat
good
system,
game,
but-
I guess.
Yeah,
Most
but,
likely.
But this one character, and then she's also one of the main characters who has to be in the party most of the
Yeah.
time, and I'm like, god damn it.
Yeah, it's all subjective, I guess. But
But that
I
is the
have
best
to admit, I just in general I don't like this whole thing of like young characters which are geniuses. I just don't like the whole concept. It's like like I know there are geniuses out there, but it's not like you can do so much with the age of 30. It's just too far-fetched for me.
Yeah.
It's like if it would be 20, yes, fine. But 13, this is, I don't know. It's just too much because then they didn't even have puberty at this point, and I don't know how that should work.
Maybe
in real
that's
life.
why they are so. Maybe that's why they are so smart. They are not thinking about sex yet all
Yeah.
the time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
um,
It's just, I don't know. I don't like this whole concept.
okay, I think we have to ban Celio Hogan. He didn't like Xenoblade.
What? I'm sorry. See, you're out. Oh, off now.
You're out.
Just kidding. But
I mean, you might like Silver Spoon, but if you don't like Xenoblade, you're not welcome here. No. But I think Xenoblade X has. I think they have some sort of system that they are not fighting with their real body. And that's why it kind of makes sense for a 13-year-old to fight with the rest. But
kind of like
not really sure if-
Word Trigger or what?
no, I think they kinda, but I think they. But it's different. I think they still have like biological bodies, but they are not. Or are they machines? I'm not sure if they are machines or something.
Hmm.
I'm actually not sure. I think I'm gonna look it up real quick because I think there was something that they're not using their real body for combat.
No, I don't.
Okay, that's not really helping. Whatever.
You did again explain? I forgot. Maybe I just I don't know. It would be hard to
Avatar.
persuade me that this is a bad game because it is essentially one of my most favorite games ever. So
Oh, yes.
you will have a hard time to
No,
persuade
it
me
was
in that
about.
way.
He said they are avatars. They really are avatars in Xenoblade X in
Oh,
some
okay.
way. But I think they are real. They are real robots. So no insta meta avatars like in CrossCode, and no
Oh, okay.
energy beings like in World Trigger.
I see. Okay.
By the way, World Trigger, new episode in the filler arc, and I still like it for some reason.
Which one?
Uh,
what trigger?
Yeah, in the
Okay.
the filler arc. It is still, I mean, it's not super exciting, but they are basically doing like
Oh,
humor
man.
and like derping around a bit, having fun, having like character interaction, and it's fun.
Okay, sounds good. I'm really slow with that artwork, I have to admit.
Yeah, I know.
Ah,
Yeah,
have to hurry up a bit because we actually spent the hour already. And,
but I mean, hey, you are almost finished. I mean, but then again, you might also want to have like a certain, not really a background, but how are those?
actually, how does how does Manlier look below the skirt? I'm not sure we actually have any picture of that.
Oh,
I'm actually
oops.
kind of frightened. Well, we just make it like there, though you won't see skin below it. I think, yeah, we'll go do it that way.
It's a good question. Well, the season of World Trigger has one episode more, right? Actually, the current season of World Trigger is still the current season of World Trigger is still like on the third or fourth episode, so they still have like at least 8 or something, and I think it will be a 2-core, so it will be like 25 episodes for this season. I'm not watching the anime because I'm at the day on the manga. Well, yeah. I mean, I would suggest reading the manga anyway because, I mean, the anime did get much better over time, but it's still sometimes somewhat wonky, at times, and also I've noticed that the pacing of the fights doesn't work all that well in animated form. Maybe. I think I mean at least how they basically ported it to an animated format doesn't work all that well for me compared to how well the manga worked.
I think you might have this problem with a lot of shonen manga. You port them.
Yeah, I think in World Trigger the problem is there's a lot about tactics, and they are explaining a lot.
Yeah.
And that might be a bit problematic for an animated series.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be the same, Celio, about I just don't get the interest of watching anime of mangas I already read. Well, I'm still interested in the anime just because I really like to just see certain scenes animated and voiced, even if it's not all that well done. I still like to see it. Oh, god damn it! And they also added a few extra scenes, which were pretty cute, I think. In World Trigger, like basically the last episode of the last season was basically a completely new episode for the series.
Okay.
Which is basically to close off the series before the filler arc. And it was a pretty fun episode, to be honest. And it basically consisted of Osamu getting beat up by everyone.
What? Oh my god.
It was fun.
Osamu, you suck.
But you're still awesome.
Yeah.
I just don't have the time to watch non-original animes. Yeah, I understand that.
So guys, I think we are actually getting close to the end of the drawing. Just gonna add some fancy backgrounds somewhat. Then we got Manlier, sorry, doing a JoJo pose. Yay!
Yay! Yeah, I'm just thinking. Yeah, but I wanted to look it up again. The one with the picture with the pose. JoJo pose. Can you do a sparkle background without much, like the one on the speed lines and the sparkle and the psychedelic sparkle background?
I can try to do that, but it will be difficult, I think.
Try to use some photo brushes or something.
I'm not sure I know how that works. I will try.
Oh,
I mean,
right,
I can speed lines. I do speed lines pretty often, so.
Okay. And maybe you can also copy paste those letters because they are kind of essential for.
Oh come on! Let's
okay,
just skip
okay.
the letters, please.
But then again, I mean, Manlayer kind of looks a bit bored compared to to Caesar, who looks super intense.
That's
But,
how
I
he
mean,
looks. That's the thing.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
know.
character. How to change that?
Osamu getting beat by everybody, so it was Monday. Yes, basically.
What it was Monday? What do you mean?
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those sayings. If something occurs on a regular basis, you say, "Oh, I guess it was Tuesday."
Yeah.
Um, I can also really suggest watching. Not suggest. What's the word for
Advise.
that? Recommend watching.
Recommend, yeah. That's
The current Gundam series, like Mobile Suit Gundam, Iron-Blooded Orphans. It's really good. I mean, especially the last episode was amazing. And there's also been like an OVA coming out called Gundam Origins or something, which I guess is like a prequel story to the original Gundam series. And I've seen the first 1 hour OVA, and it's also really good.
Mm.
So I guess I can't really savor it in its full glory because I've never watched the original Gundam.
I guess.
Well, Celio, this Iron-Blooded Orphans is really good. And the thing is, you don't have to be a fan of Gundam really, because it doesn't have any connection to the other series.
Mm.
Because it's basically an alternate universe or something. And it's also pretty heavy on character development and stuff like that. So it's more of a dark orphan war story. And well, that and it also has fruits.
What?
Fruits that look like butts. And the characters even
Great.
say, "Oh, it looks like a butt."
Nice, I guess.
Butt fruit Gundam. Maybe I can find it.
Please. Isn't a peach kind of like a butt fruit?
It might have been a peach, but I'm not sure. Does it? Iron-Blooded?
I wonder if I can... Oh, I can
Damn
make
it.
Planetia lace. This will help a lot.
Why is there not a... Why can't I find this one?
Because it doesn't exist. It was your imagination.
Oh, so it's basically like... You know...
So, like
Oh,
lens
come on.
flare. I think you will have at least one lens flare effect here.
Yay!
Just have to filter.
Why is it so hard to find a butt?
Correct, whatever.
I want to find it now. Yeah, it's really hard to find a butt on the internet. It's surprising.
What? Like a butt fruit.
Yes. 7 out of 3. Too much water, melon. Okay, I'm in the correct universe. Yes.
I think it's
Yes.
probably not the same thing, but it gets kind of
Yeah, it's
close
okay.
with the.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's hard. It's kind of difficult now to do the proper background, so I hope that's okay. Maybe I can try to add this texture. I think I have an idea. I'm just gonna... Okay, wait, I'm just gonna add clouds, because it makes stuff more detailed and cheesy. Render clouds. And now I'm gonna use, I don't know, lighten. No, let's use screen. Oh my god, yes! Cheesiness just increased by 50%.
Oh yes, amazing.
I'm not sure you even see the proper thing. Yeah. I think I get close to the cheesiness somewhat.
Why is it so hard to find a butt fruit?
Okay.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, man. Also make something to increase your contrast. Because Jojo actually has a lot of contrast.
A lot of what?
Contrast.
Oh yeah, yeah, true.
So just
Good
increase
pose. It's hard to animate. The stream stopped. Did it?
that. Did it?
Might have.
It's red for me, like drop frames something.
Disgusting huge boobs are still a thing. Yeah,
Always will.
they will always be a thing.
Oh, we actually got some watcher perk questions some time ago, I read. Yeah, we're gonna answer this in the next stream, because I think actually we are getting close to the end, because I think I essentially finished that picture. Any suggestions for what else we should do? Any last things? YouTube Red? No, hell no. What? Great. I think we'll just call it a day, guys. So, here is your JoJo picture. Should I create the JPEG?
Yeah, and yeah, Popsicle Pete. I think it also was a peach in the series. That was a butt fruit.
That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know any
Yeah.
other fruit that is. I mean, that's what they had.
I mean,
they
maybe
always had
that's-
peaches
maybe
in
that's also
Mystic Ninja Goemon, and they kind of look like butts. I thought at this time.
Also, I think that might be the reason why Princess Peach is called Princess Peach.
If you think so, okay.
I mean, just think about it. Just look at her special attack in Smash Brothers. It's basically a butt tackle.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is that my internet connection might not be good enough to actually handle the stream all that much. And that's kind of like something that's difficult to change. I mean, getting a better internet connection actually costs money.
Yep.
I could try to do streams on university again, but that's actually kind of a pain to do that on weekends. Maybe I will. What I will try to do maybe sometime is doing some like light dev streams where it will be not too much Skyping and interaction, but just you can watch me do stuff, and I might occasionally answer questions. And I probably might try to do this at university, and we can see if that works better, and then we might consider doing it in university again more regularly. Though doing that on Sunday, really, it requires me to go from home to university and then back again. It's like essentially 1 hour extra just for doing the stream at university. So, just wanted to give you that image, but it's actually... Oh, you know why the stream is probably really slow right now? It's because the images are uploading. You know?
Hmm? What?
Are you still there? Like, the images are uploading.
Yes. Ah, okay, okay.
And I think that's why the upload rate is kind of blocked, and that's why the stream is horrible. I'm gonna write this in the chat just to make sure people understand.
Yeah, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I hope it will be fixed soon. Like a minute and it will be done.
Yep.
Oh, actually the JPEG is already available. So here guys, here's the JPEG. And yeah, it's yet another man layer picture. We didn't have one of these for a long time, so hope some people will be happy about that.